Okay, listen.
Fuck you. Okay, go ahead.
This is the longest countdown. You don't have enough fingers for this countdown.
I don't have toes either.
Oh, I gotta trim that intro down again. Alright, we are 4, 3, 2. We're on. Okay, CMP CaveCast number 8. We got a full house tonight. St. Kynes is in the house. Sitting next to me as always, our UFC correspondent, Cousin Josh.
Chachi.
Cousin Chachi. And Big Snoop D-I-double-L.
Word.
Everybody else is silent. First off, want to congratulate Kynes. About to be a daddy squared.
Thanks.
Has a daughter on the way, so.
Why didn't you just say a dad again?
Because everybody fucking says a dad again.
And if you don't get squared,
Yeah,
you
but
should be
some people
listening to
don't
the show.
understand what dad squared means.
Yeah, because we didn't go to school and learn math.
Honestly,
all of us didn't get our high school diplomas for nothing. That's right. Danny, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I sure did.
Josh, you did, didn't you?
Thank you.
Did you? Give me some skin, son.
You know I needed
By the
it.
way, as far as my job knows, I did. So
You know I needed mine for my job.
Same with my job.
I've already said this thing we should shut this down now. I've said too much.
You guys gotta know when to start over.
Right? Okay.
You can put whatever you want on a resume. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even
They don't
really
check
check
that
half of that.
Hey, I got 2
Make
bachelors.
sure your name's right or
Flashing
something.
still, dude.
I got
You gotta
2
win.
bachelors and I'm an MDA. I
Yeah.
don't know what that is, but
They're like, you, so you did brain surgery in your garage?
Yeah.
For a little bit, for shits and
Yeah.
bugs.
You know when Bill Gates and that Paul Allen guy did that Microsoft shit? I was like, yeah. I was in a chick's stomach at that time. I was within 100 miles, but I was there.
100 miles?
Hey, fuck yeah.
Were you like?
I'm
Were you
lying.
already in a stomach?
No.
Dylan Hauser.
Okay. Yep.
You were in.
My dad had already spit me out like
You see?
20,000 times before that happened. So.
Can you imagine the size of the heads of the sperm coming out?
Oh my god.
Just
Must look like little
Just
tadpoles. Like
globs.
you can see them without.
Just globs.
But hey, after my brother and sister, I feel sorry for my dad's urethra.
Oh god.
Yeah, your brother Jason probably was like one of those Amazon like fish that had spines and shit.
And probably like fists.
My dad might have been buzzing, but every time he nutted, he got extra drunk.
Jason ran into all kinds of shit on the way there, but he made it.
Every time
Now's
he
my
nutted,
chance.
every time he nutted before my sister, his nuts got really loud.
That's what now.
Mine it hurt.
Natalie got pissed because I was talking to Alex the other day, like just because I'm trying to get him to talk, and I was like, you realize that you had to beat out millions of other sperm to be born. I was like, so no matter what happens to you, you were born a champion. And Natalie was like, don't tell him shit like that.
Why? It's
I was like,
to have him know
you
that
were the
shit.
fastest swimmer in that
Build
load,
his
man.
confidence early.
Can I bring up something totally? I mean, I know we're switching up the normalcy that we were gonna have on this fucking thing, but I had to bring up what is it? Farina or Farine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Rest in peace,
Cousin Avi, man.
Yeah, dude. Hello.
Cousin Avi. That shit.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Jesus.
Dan,
Out of the loop.
Kinds.
Sorry.
What's Kinds? Explain.
Okay, first of all,
You tell me.
I'll
you're
go with the
acting like
most
you
obvious.
know.
Yeah,
Are you-
he knows
yes,
who
yeah.
Cousin Avi is.
Okay.
Have you
explain to him.
seen the movie Snatch?
Yes.
I don't worship
There's parts.
Snatch, but I liked it.
Well,
and I remember.
Well, sir.
he was
Well,
like,
he might have been the bad guy most of the time in some fucked up situations, but he's definitely a legend and he was an icon in those movies. He
Yeah.
was somebody he was a great supporting
Cousin
actor,
Avi was.
if you will.
When
Yeah.
they're talking
Oh, yeah.
about, he's the American dude with the mustache, the old guy with the gray hair.
If you've seen a picture of him, you know. Get on
Pack your
phone,
suitcase.
look him
We're
up.
going to London. London? Yeah. Fucking bad food, worse weather, Merry fucking
Dude, he
Poppins,
just passed away,
London.
2-3 days ago?
yeah,
Yeah,
Blood
3,
clot
I
to the
think.
lung.
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Cousin
Dude,
Avi, man.
when I first heard his name, I'll be
Well,
honest with
rest
you,
in
I didn't
peace.
know him by name.
I'm about to check mine right now.
I did not know him by name.
Okay.
But when I first
while,
heard it,
while Cousin Josh fucking gets up to date.
I was gonna say by when I first heard his name and I saw you post something about him, I was like, I'm all, who the fuck is
He
this?
posted something about him too.
Yeah, I was like, I got.
I know. I
and
said the
then
same thing because I didn't.
I
Really...
didn't think about it. I didn't investigate it, and then I saw the news, and the news fucking actually, our local news actually said something, and I looked it up. I was like, oh my god! I'm like, yeah, I'm all, that's the fucking dude.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys, like those actors that
His name?
that you remember from movies, but he never gets
F-A-R-I.
first billing or anything like
Yeah,
that.
and you don't know him. It's like one of those. You don't know what you had until it's gone.
Yeah, dude, he was always.
N.A.
What's that John Travolta movie where John Travolta is he's like a Shylock and he goes to Hollywood and he's trying to get his script made, and Danny DeVito's in it. He plays the bad guy in that.
Get Shorty?
It might be Get Shorty. Either that or it's
Get Shorty's the only one I know Dan DeVito and Travolta were in.
yeah, and Travolta's
No, and Schwarzenegger. Or no, it's is it Travolta or Schwarzenegger?
and
What?
Gandolfini's in
He
it
passed
too.
away?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Welcome to the conversation.
This is Josh just
Oh.
figuring out who the fuck this guy
he
was.
comes.
I'm not good with names all the time.
Farina comes all the way from New York looking for him or some shit like that in the movie, and he's hilarious.
I want to
Oh,
make
it's
something
the
Oh,
clear.
old
he's,
sequel?
he's the scene
It
stealer.
might,
Get Shorty?
it
Hey,
might be the
fellas.
sequel.
And
Can I-
it's got
can I-
like Christina Milian stuff in it, and
Yeah.
Travolta's trying to promote singing and stuff in it.
That's the thing is I don't remember if it's Get Shorty or the sequel to it, but he's like the bad guy in it. Like he comes all the way from
Be
New York.
Cool was the
Be
sequel
cool,
to Get
yeah,
Shorty.
and yeah, The Rock and them were
That's the
in
one
it.
with Vince Vaughn.
I don't
Well,
I don't
glad we
remember
figured
which
this out.
one he was in for sure. I get him mixed up.
Well, either way, can I say something real quick, fellas? Is that I honestly have said fuck too much in this thing already,
It's
and
not
I said
possible.
no. Listen,
Sir.
I said that I was gonna censor it up because I wanted
Amateur
my
hour at the Apollo.
I wanted my mother to listen to these cavecasts, but I told her she couldn't because she can't stand me hearing the word fuck.
Yeah.
And I said I'd censor myself.
Okay,
So I'm gonna do it from here on out.
First of
I'm gonna
all,
try my best.
Was
Pegasus. The word fuck exists. You're gonna have to get over it.
Yeah, we're grown men and boys will be boys.
will she get upset if other people say fuck?
I say
Honestly,
fuck around her all
it's-
the time
it's-
because I forget.
I
It's-
say it once
it's
in a
her own
while when
children.
I'm in the house with her, and I don't even, I don't
Josh,
kick
you
myself.
can.
Yeah.
Him-
But she doesn't even.
Him, Craig,
Ever.
and Shane can speak it up all they want. Well,
I
and
get
Dan.
away with it.
Because you mob up in the house like you own the goddamn joint.
Well,
And Sumner,
yeah.
Sumner's just way too respectful to say that. He's like, "Oh, hi Peggy, how are you? Want to go get in bed together?"
Well, if she
Well, it's I'm
It's 'cause
respectful. I
sometimes-
just don't think about it. I'll be telling a story. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, you-
That's exactly
Sumner's
how
like-
I am.
She don't bat an eye to me anymore.
Actually,
Sumner is the only guy that I know that my mom probably wants to bone. You know how many times I've came home from like work
Honestly,
and
though,
my
Sumner
mom's like
honestly
laying on the
gets all
couch
about
and
that.
Sumner's in the shower and I'm like, what are you doing? And
No
he's like,
way.
I just got off work. I gotta take a shower before I go out tonight. And I'm like, are you sure? I'm trying to put this together here.
We get ready to go play dance. He's like,
You
"Yeah,
should
I'm
look
gonna run
tired.
over to Dill's real
Anyways,
quick and take a shower. I'll meet you there."
Actor R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to death.
Dennis Farina.
Did not give you as much respect personally. I can't speak for everybody else here, but personally, I did not give you as much respect as I did. But R.I.P. Did not know what we had actor wise until you were gone.
Yep.
And R.I.P. And I apologize.
He's one of those dudes, man.
Drink it up for you right here. I can't do my normal because I already capped it before the show started.
Now you'll get your other chances.
Okay. All right. Top of the news.
So anyways, the big news story. I'm sorry we're a little late, but we had a long weekend last weekend. But
Didn't
big
last
story
long
is
enough.
our hometown quote unquote club burnt to the ground this last week.
Yeah, and that's too bad. So, anyways, my camping trip.
Your camping trip. It was pretty awesome. I mean,
The weekend after that.
can we call it our camping trip? Really? I mean,
That's pretty much what I've been telling everybody else. I mean, the camping trip the whole time, everybody's all, happy birthday, Dylan. I'm like, oh, well, what about Danny? I had you back the whole time.
hey, yeah.
I didn't tell you happy birthday at all on the camping trip because I told you on your birthday. So,
Yeah, I mean,
and I told
yeah.
Buggy.
Well, hey, can I say
Yeah,
something
sure
right
did.
now? Seven Feathers and Express, the company I work for, beat you all. They sent me a card like 3
a
days
week
before
and
my
a-
birthday.
At my work, they give you a card like a week before your birthday.
Yeah, but
I'm
Really?
like, what the fuck, man? Like,
who brought you an atmosphere
Thanks, but-
It's
shirt?
like, are you sending me this just in case I die before?
yeah.
I went to the ATM at
Okay.
Wells Fargo
Am I
like
getting
3
Did they
days
bring you
after
an
my
atmosphere
birthday,
shirt
and they
from
told me.
the concert?
What?
Did they bring you an atmosphere shirt from the concert that you could not go to?
I mean, it was like a week and a
Yeah.
half late, but no, they didn't. Thank you, though.
I always think I'm getting fired. Like, cause I'm
They
like,
hand you. They
I'm
hand
like,
you
why
an
would you give it to
envelope.
me a week early? Are you gonna fire me in 2 days?
It all comes with a
Don't
red
want me to
slip
make
in
a
your locker.
scene.
your birthday card comes with the red slip in the locker, like Major League movies.
Yeah.
with Charlie Sheen.
Well, it's like you're not gonna be here for your birthday, so here's your card.
You might as well
You
do
open
it
your
to me.
locker, you're all fucking red slip. God damn it! You're like, oh, I got my birthday card with me, really good.
We got my fucking walking papers with my birthday card and shit.
All right. Anyways, camping trip. Yeah, hell.
Yeah, so I guess we could start it off with a clip.
Oh shit.
We might as well. I mean,
This is something I don't know about, and if I do,
you listened to it earlier. It's me and you playing a blues song.
okay, yeah, let's hear it.
But it happened the night. Well, okay, let's start at the beginning. So some asshole, the very first night we were up there, gave Kynes bum directions, and
Josh.
Don't even look at me.
Good, Dan. Okay, I'll take the fault. I gave Dan the directions to give to Kynes. I went through a third party. You can never trust third party.
Yeah,
directions.
have you ever played? What was it?
Well,
Some
whoever
Funny?
gave me the directions gave me absolutely perfect directions.
You're
and I was there
welcome.
in no
Oh my
time.
god.
That
You're
was
welcome,
me.
Josh. That was me.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
I
all
got
I
him
gotta
through
say.
Ashley, which means that's
Whoever
third
you
party
talked to,
direction.
Kyle, sucked.
I talked to Danny, who talked to Dylan, I think.
Okay, so you guys.
Who cares? Let's listen to play the clip. Play the goddamn clip.
I just want to get that.
Well,
across.
I mean, Kyle was lost in the woods.
I know.
And let me
For
give you
a few hours,
let me give
man.
you a scenario what this is all
At
about.
night. Kyle's a
Oh,
city
okay,
boy.
good.
I was wasted, and that's about it.
I'm usually a grumpy motherfucker when I wake up, and I was laughing my ass off. Cousin Josh had me rolling the second I woke up. I'm all, look at him all. I look at Ash, I'm all, he said, blow his candles out. Blow the candles out. I was losing it.
He just comes in with the guitar.
I think that was the point in the beginning. Was just to sing a song.
Yeah, I can't do that. I need some smooth shit.
It's good.
My brother's here. He's drunk as always. How many packs of cigarettes you got left? It don't matter. Because you're going to bum. And I'll sell you some shit. You got mine.
You're talentless.
Yeah, I can't do that beat.
Dylan's brother was really good the whole time I was there.
My brother actually minded himself more than he
Dude,
ever has in his life.
it was actually frightening.
Yeah, I know. I was like, holy shit.
He was totally calm and just chill and.
There were here, let me say this without.
I don't
using
know where
names.
all these stories come from. I've never really
Without
seen him
using
rage.
any-
He's
well,
always been chill around me.
Yeah, well, without using any names, is some people were fighting the first night, and
Yeah.
my brother was the first one to be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" I'm like, I was like, "What the? Are you on pills? Like, why are you so goddamn calm?" My brother's normally the one that's like kicking chairs over. He's like snapping fucking logs over his neck, and he's like, "Fuck everybody!"
You know why? You know why? It's because he looked at you and he's like, "Oh, Dill's got it handled."
Yeah.
He didn't really think.
Well, even whenever, like, when you and Shane were getting into it, he was sitting there in the chair like, "You guys are brothers." Like, in the old days, he would have been like, "Fucking punch him." You know, he would have been instigating it.
I think he just
I think my brother would
understands.
have knocked him out without even saying anything.
I think he just understands party etiquette. There's one person sloshing around like a yeti. You don't need two of them at the same party, knocking
Anyways,
shit off the table. And,
the last CaveCast that we had was what, 2 weeks ago,
yeah.
and we talked about doing the CaveCast from the thing, which we did take some excerpts which have not been loaded up or actually hardly listened to. At
I
all
don't know.
since
I don't
then.
know that they're even worth it.
I don't think they're worth it, and if they are, it definitely needs to be censored a lot because I was
Oh, you're talking about the Sasquatch hunting trip?
yeah, and I was definitely in a place where we can't literally talk about anything on tape, otherwise I'll be going to probably jail for a few days. But we might throw some clips in there or anything on the
He
beach.
killed a hooker.
Yeah, no. I
You
didn't.
guys went squatching?
Yeah.
Well, I was driving. Him and my brother were squatching.
Nobody got out of the car and did any calls or anything, but
You think I'm going to look for Sasquatches? I had a hard enough time paying attention to the road. Which doesn't mean I was driving.
Anthony wanted to go squatching because I heard something in the woods and he wanted to grab one of the lights and go out there and look
Anthony
for shit.
did?
Yeah.
He would shit.
But he
Juarez?
he literally put his hand on my shoulder and was standing behind me, but he was like, "Let's go out there and look for it." She's like, "But you go first."
Yeah, and so he'd be shitting his pants.
He's like, if it grabs you, I'll run for help.
Yeah, that doesn't seem...
So if we saw something, he could push me over and just fucking
Bolt. Take him, he's bigger.
I don't gotta outrun the bear. I just gotta outrun you.
Yeah, exactly.
He has kids. He has less to live for.
I was surprised. Yeah, he was like, "Let's go out there and see." He's all, "Let's go out there and do some squatching," and I was like, "No." I can't even. I was pretty drunk. It was like 4 o'clock.
You go to a campground to camp in the goddamn ground that you're on.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
I've
walk
actually
back.
fucked up since then.
I didn't want to
All the
walk back to
walking
my
I'm
car.
going to do is around the campground to get beer, cornholed up a little bit, horseshoes if there is so, bullshit with friends. But if I'm leaving the campground, I'm in a vehicle. I'm not walking outside that motherfucker. I don't give a shit who you are.
Well, I was scared
Unless
walking
I'm
back
on
to my
mushrooms.
car at night. That was fucking dark, and never know what could pop out of the goddamn bushes.
Unless I'm on mushrooms.
Dude, you made like 5 trips to your car,
I know.
listening to Tupac and shit. And
And getting blues.
You're just getting your gangster on.
And getting blues.
I rolled up on Josh and he's sitting in his car. It's just filled with smoke and Pac's blaring, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "Dude, listen to the beginning of this song." He started in on a whole like Pac conspiracy.
I
and shit.
remember it too.
He doesn't believe in 9/11 conspiracy, but fucking Tupac's still alive, dude.
No, I don't believe he is. I just
The Tupac
just what he
shit's
said
more
in the
real
song.
than 9/11,
Yeah.
but, the
Just what he said in
9/11
the
shit's
song.
real.
That
They
kind
know
of knows
that.
what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he says rest in peace to Biggie Smalls at the beginning of the song, and Josh was like, "Why does he say that?" And
Yeah.
He's not talking about Biggie Smalls.
yes, he is.
No, he's not.
It's a song about Biggie Smalls.
I don't know if that's the thing. Is the argument is that if he says Biggie Smalls or not?
I'm
No,
gonna
it
opt
says
out
right at
of
the
this
beginning, rest in peace to
conversation.
my motherfucker Biggie Smalls.
This is the conversation we were having out in the middle of the woods.
Dude, you think Biggie Smalls is the first person that's ever been a fat black dude that's been called Biggie Smalls?
No, but
Maybe.
I don't think so.
and say still, they're good friends.
And that
like,
shit
you know,
came out
fine.
way before. Why would
That's
he?
how big my hats are.
I don't know. I was just wondering, but I was just hammered.
How did we
and
get? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I say I was just hammered and drunk and whatever,
Next.
talking up my ass.
You're doing your steroid lung treatment in your car, I imagine.
Dude, and
for-
that campsite was fucking off the map.
It was
Like,
awesome.
I thought you guys were at a campsite, like, where I could have, even if I didn't know right where you were at, I could drive around and see you.
Kind of where
Okay,
I was
this-
like, I don't know if I really told him that it's like.
This
just
is how
kinda-
we found it. Is me and Ash went up the night before, and we went to all our campgrounds. We usually have like where we had it last time, all that shit.
Yeah.
Other one where we had it before. Went up there. Everything was packed to the gills. It's fire season. There's loggers up there. A lot of them will just camp up there and stay up there and not do anything. So we went up to try and find the spot that my buddy Aaron had told me about. Well, we went all the way up this road for so long where there's camp or logging equipment. Saw this guy and he's like, "Yeah, there's no more camping spots up here." So we go back. We take the other fork of the road where you take the left, up the bridge.
Mm.
We go up there to Scared Man. I already knew Scared Man was the only campground up that road, and I already knew it was closed down. But we drove up there and we saw these like couple spots pull up the side that have the no campfire signs, and they're not gonna have no campfire signs unless there's a camp spot down there. We'll get down there, and we're in her car, not a truck this time. So when we're coming back, we stop at that site and we just pull down into the first part, and we walk down there. And we're like, "This is the one. That's it." It's like,
That
let's
was
get
a
this.
fucking.
And I
rad
was
place.
pissed.
It was a good spot.
I was pissed the whole time. I was like, "This is too far up." I was like, "We're not going to explain this to my friends." I was like, "They're not going to find it." Anyways,
That's kind of as I was on my way up there. I was all, Dylan didn't fucking explain this to me. I'm not gonna find it. I was fucking mad.
Shane's truck up there.
I was
But anyways,
excited because the drive.
It's a
and
sick
stuff.
spot.
It's
That's
a
a
nice
badass.
drive.
It is a
your
sick
own
spot.
personal beach, everything.
It
And
is
And I'm
a-
sure Kynes was like, "Fucking Danny,
No.
fucking, I'm driving forever.
I
I'm
was
gonna
irri-
get to fucking."
I was irritated
Eugene."
with myself because I thought that I was just because I'm.
How many times did you drive past that place?
I drove past it twice because I went up all the way up to Scared Man, and then turned around and came
How'd you
back
not see
down.
the truck?
I
Oh, 'cause
saw-
after
I-
Danny and them got there. We thought. Remember, me and you contemplated, or we decided that it was late enough that Kynes wouldn't be up there, and I pulled the truck all the way down and left it there until the next day. Remember?
No, I remember
Yeah, because
driving.
we went looking for him. That's
But he said that you were looking for his Jeep, and he left his Jeep at the top.
No, I didn't. I couldn't even remember for sure what Danny's Jeep looked like. And I seen
It's like a Jeep.
I
Sage
seen the
Francis
car up
sticker.
there, and I wasn't
Cherokee.
I wasn't
Sage
sure if it was
Francis
his.
sticker.
It wasn't a goddamn Willys.
I seen his Jeep up there, but I didn't know if it was his, and I couldn't remember if it was his. And you can't see anything. There's no campground that's visible
No,
from the road.
yeah.
And I was like, well, obviously it's not them because there's nobody even out here.
This must have been
You could've
during the
walked
time
down
of
to,
me
like, a
yelling
rape
at her
orgy
because
or
we didn't even
something.
hear a car drive by.
been just the person.
And
I
I-
waited
You guys
for.
heard me pull up.
And when I first pulled in there, I took because I
Yeah,
think you
he
said
did.
the first left.
Yeah,
the
Ashley
first
said,
left,
"Oh, there's cousin Josh."
There wasn't a
dirt
road.
to your brother.
It took
No.
me up into like logging.
You took the dirt road?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
and it went.
I was
Ash
thinking.
sat
I
there.
think I told him
I-
to stay on the pavement.
Ash
but
literally
I'm not
almost
sure.
predicted all of it.
Yeah.
She sat there and was like, all day she's like, well, it's about the time Danny said he'd be here, so he'll be here in a second. And so all of a sudden Danny pulls in, and I was like, and when she's like, all of a sudden Danny will pull in. Next thing you know, my brother Danny pulls in, and I drive up there, or they come down, I get them. I bring them back down, and as soon as I drive up, I circle the bend, and I park the truck, and all of a sudden my brother, sister, and her friend Amanda show up. And the next thing you know, the next day, I'm like, she's all, what time is it? And I'm all, because I'm all, where the fuck's Cousin Josh, you know? And she's like, well, he should be here. He gets off this time, do this. And he's like, he should be here any second now. And not even 2 seconds, like 2 minutes later, Cousin Josh comes mobbing down the trail. Walking in the campground. You guys were, I was already hammered, sitting in the truck all playing Grouch and Eli, and all of a sudden here comes Kynes, and I'm sloshing like a yeti.
It would have been better. I would have found it if I wouldn't have went up
Dill
there
was
at
sleeping
night.
when I got there.
I was trying to find the campground at nighttime
Yeah,
on
you were?
top of it. So.
Yeah.
You were.
Where was I sleeping at?
You were sleeping on
Stressful.
the back of Shane's truck. You were just completely fucked up. Everybody was.
Well, I'd like to say I remember that.
And then I got you guys all. We went up to my car and we packed my rum and stuff in there, and we all took a chug. And then Shelly started puking right after that.
Over the
on
side of the
Shane's
truck? Yeah, all over the side.
I don't think I remember that. Or was I there still?
No, you went down to the
Dude,
camp.
I
and
lifted
stuff.
my head up and I looked at Shelly. I'm like, are you alright? And she's all,
And I don't know
I'm
how.
gonna be, and all of a sudden just flat on the side of Shane's truck.
I don't know how he kept going after I got there. He just woke
He's
up
a
and started
goddamn
getting
machine, dude.
Camping,
And
it's
the
like a
rest
whole-
of the
it's
night.
like
Didn't
a
you
whole
hear the
different
one
body at the
story?
same
Remember
time.
the clip? I woke up like I haven't had a sip. Drunk puke, owned everybody.
When I got there, he looked like fucking he'd crossed the Mojave Desert and he had no shoes on. Yeah.
That's what that picture that I have of you and your eye looks all swole up and you're just haggard.
I went like 36 hours. Dude, my feet are paying the price, man. I just got off work last night.
You
I got
seriously
blistered up on
look
my
like
feet.
you have jaundice or something. Like those fuckers are getting ready to fall
Like how
off.
it's red right there. I lift my ankle up, it's all yellow.
Dude.
You yellow belly sons of bitches. Remember what Jeffrey?
Yeah.
I'm all, I feel like I'm drinking with my brother's kids or something, and Kynes comes out of the background. He's all nerve-wracking sons of bitches. I fucking lost it. All right, anyways. All right, next to news.
That's
We had
it?
a good time.
That's all we gotta say
fought,
about the camp?
We held
I
hands.
thought we
We
were
touched
still all
dogs.
getting down
Yep.
with it.
No actual tragedies. So
No, yeah.
It was a
that's
good camping trip. Very good.
Dylan's
it was
done
a
with
fucking hostile camping
Should be all-
site, but it went.
It was
peaceful.
kind
It
of
was
for
still-
a little bit.
It was hostile after I left even?
Should be like a.
Yeah, it was. That's when it started getting hostile. Was when you left.
Huh.
We're gonna send this to Cousin Josh, our UFC correspondent. No.
Dill's ready for the next segment. All right, so UFC on Fox this weekend, so it's on TV.
So it's not the zombie fight.
No,
Okay, that's what I
It
was
is
asking
more
him.
right.
I
that's a
don't know.
PPV.
John
I
Moraga.
watched this shit, but I'm not on top of it like he is.
Yeah, so main event is Demetrius Johnson putting his
John
125-pound flyweight title on the line against John Moraga.
Hey,
Either way,
no pun intended,
tomato,
but
tomato.
Cousin Josh has got full mount on the situation.
Wow. Wait.
Go ahead, Dan.
Can we just
Go
all
ahead, Dan.
pause and look at him real quick? Really? Okay.
Hey,
like-
I just thought of that. It was funny to me.
He's like, I had it in the chamber, man. I had to.
I had to fire it off.
All right. So
Fuck you, Kynes.
shit.
Way to go, Kynes.
John Moraga, he's 2-0, I believe, in the UFC. The only person he's lost to, I think, is John Dodson, who Demetrius just beat in his last title defense.
Yeah.
John,
Ish.
the flyweights they don't get a whole lot of play time because they're, I don't know, people call them boring and shit. And
I'm not trying to branch out on the situation, but I've never heard of either one of these two guys.
exactly,
kidding
Never.
he's right, because the flyweight division is new,
Yeah. I
They-
would say
just
he hasn't
last
been
year
a
came
champion
out.
that
Is this
long.
below featherweight?
This is
way below.
Yeah, this
There's
is-
bantamweight's 135 and flyweight is
What are the
What the
125.
fuck is featherweight?
What are the flyweights?
They don't have featherweights.
Flyweights are 125.
They do
Yeah.
have featherweight.
No, the flyweight.
Featherweight's 145.
And bantamweight's what?
35.
That's a 10-pound difference.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you make? Is that usually the norm?
What?
You
It
think
goes,
it'd be like,
it goes 125, 135, 145,
you think you'd have a 25-pound difference?
155, 170, 185.
So you're saying
205.
there's dudes from 120 pounds to 200 pounds that could whoop the fuck out of me, and I weigh easy 180,
Yes.
189,
Yeah,
190.
yes, easily.
Yes.
So these guys that are like 125, I'm looking at
125.
like,
They can
these
tie
guys
one of their arms
these guys
around
are
their back
badasses.
over
Like
your
they
ass.
really are badasses.
Well, it
They're
goes
gonna
further
spin
than
that.
that. There's women's divisions that go down to 105, and they could all probably whoop your ass too.
It's the same in boxing, man.
Holy
Those
shit.
those little
Yeah, what's the
little
women's
guys.
division? Is 136?
135 is it's a bantamweight.
Okay, yeah, they weighed
And
in at
flyweight is
136.
what?
25.
Jesus Christ.
That's the lowest weight that there is in the UFC right now. So
Well, fuck.
Johnson
Josh
won the
has
title.
Cousin Josh got to gain like 10 pounds to even get him.
I think I might be up to 120 right now.
God, sir, you get worked.
Damn, you gotta put some bulk on.
Yeah,
Get you in the cage.
Start eating your malto meal, and that wasn't a plug either. Start eating your malto meal.
But it could be malto meal.
What a sponsor.
Thank you, Dylan.
So Demetrius Johnson won the title last year after a flyweight division opening tournament.
First flyweight bout in UFC.
No.
Debut bout?
What? Who? What? When?
The flyweight.
They've been around since last year. They had a whole tournament, like a
He just explained this.
8-man tournament.
Hey, I'm
8-man
drinking.
tournament to make the champion. And Johnson.
Is
won.
this the youngest?
Go ahead, ask the same question over again. Go ahead.
Do it. I dare you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know,
Go ahead.
it's a
I'm just gonna
double
kick
dare,
back and listen.
motherfucker.
I'm saying, is this the youngest
Say what
weight
again?
class in the UFC?
Say another.
This is the youngest weight class in the UFC.
Shit's over. Yes.
Okay,
Ooh, PG.
continue. By the way, we were sponsored by Dylan's Garden Hands.
That shit was funny.
Okay,
I
continue.
wasn't sure about it, but it was good.
All right.
Okay, Johnson Moraga. Moraga is known for finishing fools. I think he's finished both his opponents in the UFC. I'm looking to Josh for a little confirmation here. You don't know. Okay,
I know
moving
who
on.
he is.
Demetrius Johnson he's Mighty Mouse. He's a little black guy with big ear. Like, okay, yeah, there you go. He's a 5-round decision with everybody, and kind of taunted as boring and because he bounces around a lot and goes in and out and doesn't really brawl.
Oh, kind of like an Anderson Silva. He doesn't get the job done like GSP. But
That
okay.
oh my god! Don't even start.
Hey, you.
Anyways,
set it up.
Cousin Josh, what do you think about this matchup?
I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Think it goes 5 rounds?
No.
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 So you're thinking Demetrius is gonna get finished? Because the last fight, John Dodson put him down like 3 times in the first couple of rounds. He just got back up and kept bouncing around like Mighty Mouse.
I'm gonna go ahead and predict. Yeah, Moraga is gonna what, 3rd round?
3rd round knockout?
That's all she wrote.
Just one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 3rd round.
Oh,
knockout.
so Dan calls just one round.
I think so. 3rd round knockout. I think he's gonna upset everybody.
I don't know. Demetrius's chin is suspect because he's gone down. He's been put down. He just gets back up and keep bouncing.
I say it's hard to say because Dodson did beat.
Well, anyways, either way, I got Demetrius
Yeah.
keeping the belt. He's talking about a super fight with the bantamweight champion. I can't get excited about that super fight really, but he won 35 and
decision
one.
or what?
Oh yeah, a normal Mighty Mouse fight. He goes 5-round decision.
I know that I always
Outlast.
say too much.
I kind of think
Or
I'm gonna
say
be
enough.
wrong on this, but I'm gonna go on a limb.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
What
he's
weight
gonna-
class is the zombie and what's that belt
45.
for?
Featherweight.
Okay.
That
And
is the
there's
next pay-per-view.
motherfuckers smaller than him fighting rebels.
Yeah.
We just
20
explained that.
pounds.
No, I get it, but that motherfucker is tiny.
It's the same in boxing, and it goes way like Floyd Mayweather is 147.
That's
and,
unreal.
and he's welterweight, and it goes classes down
boxing,
from him.
But boxing sucks.
TV does
Whatever.
that.
It's
It's a sweet
dead
science, man. You
sport.
can't.
It has its issues, but I'll always love boxing.
What do you think about Tyson Fury? Do you know about Tyson? He's the English heavyweight champion. He's talking all kinds of shit about MMA and talking shit about Cain Velasquez. Calls him a midget.
Fuck, dude.
I think either
This guy steps the octagon and gets knocked the fuck out.
yeah, it's
He gets a fucking
There's
hole
been
elbowed
more
in his
than
face
one
on the
Frick
mat.
out. Sorry, Mom, if you listen to this one.
there's
Sorry.
been more than one boxer that's tried to. It's just because boxers feel threatened by the MMA because
As they should.
because boxing has issues and MMA is
It's
just
way
on
better
is
sport.
on an upward trajectory and they just feel threatened by it. So
Well, that and it's
If by
purely
upward
stand-up.
trajectory you mean
right,
far
purely
advanced
stand up
form of
with no kicking. So
combat
it's only
sports.
half stand up, really. It's just throwing blows. But
it's all with your hands. I mean,
I've
you
never
gotta
But
been
the
able to
thing
get
is,
into
though,
boxing.
the thing is Kynes will agree with me. I'm sure Dan will. Josh is balls deep in UFC, so he might not. But boxing is just as technical, if not more technical. Believe it or not, because
It's
of
way
just-
more technical.
I say,
Just to
yeah.
stand up in the boxing, you got to pick your punches. I mean,
Yeah.
you got so many more outs and options. In
Okay,
MMA.
all you
okay,
work
I'll
on.
take that. I'll
That's
take
all
that
you
back.
work on.
It's way more of a point game.
Yes.
than MMA.
It's
It's not
got
more technical because
Point game stand like
you've got
accuracy.
4 different techniques that that you have to
Yeah.
defend against and you have to worry about.
It's just a matter of, instead of having to master 4 or 5 different things, you put all your energy into less things.
Yeah,
And it
I'd
isn't-
like to see all kinds of boxers go over to him. I'd like to see Floyd go over there and just get fucking.
I would like to see a
His
lot
arm
of
broken
MMA
off or
people go
something.
to boxing.
And I'm a fan of both. I'm just getting into
By the way,
more UFC.
speaking of which, it was just
Don't even say what
inked,
you're
I
gonna say.
believe.
Don't even say what we're gonna say.
You have no idea what I'm gonna say, so
I hope
just shut your
not.
mouth.
This is not what I think you're gonna say.
Rampage Jackson has just signed on for a boxing match with
Don
Roy
King.
Jones.
Did
Jr.
Don King promoting him?
I don't know, maybe.
Fuck,
I didn't look
probably.
into that,
Roy
but
Jones.
Roy Jones Jr. and Rampage Jackson in a stand-up boxing match.
Let me guess. If he gets a steroid contract or some steroid shit happens, he's gonna bring Johnny Cock around like fucking great.
Jesus.
What sort of
Y'all
fighter?
know his
What sort of
conspiracies.
UFC fighter was Rampage?
Boxer.
He was a straight up banger.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a good wrestling too. He was slamming motherfuckers, but he doesn't ever defend leg kicks, and in the last 2 fights he's been taken down.
So he's a good boxer.
He's been taken down. And really,
I'm glad somebody else got that. Okay, because I was like,
he,
oh god.
he's
Instead
been
of saying too much, I'm trying to show enough.
We've gotten so off subject the whole night.
I still think I would pick Roy Jones.
Oh yeah.
When you get one guy in another guy's world, like
I think
if
Rampage is gonna
Roy
be throwing
Jones
haymakers
was in
too
the
much.
octagon, I would pick Rampage, and if it's a MMA guy going into the ring, I'm always gonna pick a boxer.
To me, it's like putting a fucking 10-time world champion fucking
Peggy, excuse me,
dogfighting
F word
pit
again.
bull against a goddamn fucking alpha male of a wolf pack. I mean, literally, you really don't know who's gonna win, but I'm telling you right now, 9 times out of 10, that fucking wolf's gonna tear that motherfucker to shit. Roy Jones might be a little washed up in the boxing scene, but he's gonna rampage. Fuck.
so Roy's the
Yeah.
wolf.
I think that
Word.
I think Roy, because he's in Roy's world.
Okay, here's the thing though. Every fight I've ever seen Rampage in, all he wants to do is box.
Yeah, that's what makes it interesting.
So
As
now
long
he
as
doesn't have to
Roy-
worry about being taken down or leg kicks, and he's got power straight
Yeah,
up.
he does have the
knocked
power.
out.
I think
Roy's
I'll
got
go
power
to
too.
And
Rampage.
As
Roy's
long
been
as he-
knocked out, and he doesn't fight like that anymore. Like
As
he
long
used
as,
more
to.
as I say, as
defensive.
long as
Yeah.
he doesn't do his fucking shit that he did, like Anderson Silva did, he'll be all right. Both of them would, as long as they don't dick around.
I'm not
they'll
saying
be
I'd
fine.
bet my house on Roy
No,
Jones
fuck
right
no.
now.
No.
Because it's not the old Roy, but
You might get caught.
yeah.
These days.
But I still would. What I would have to assume is going to happen is that Roy's going to outpoint.
Take Rampage from
Yeah,
like 6
Rampage,
years.
that's
Take Rampage
probably-
from 6 years ago. Take Roy from like about 8 to 10 years ago. I'm saying dual knockout. They knock each other the fuck out.
I think what would happen
You know, a
now,
bunch of washed up fighters that just throw
if
these
Rampage
motherfuckers in
if
there.
Rampage hurts
Are you kidding me?
Roy,
We already had that with Matt Hughes and Hoist Gracie.
Oh god.
if
Sad
Rampage
day
hurts,
for
Can't believe you remember that.
Are you kidding me? That was.
I ordered that shit and
Yeah.
I was upset, man.
I
I
was
fell on my
sad,
knees
dude.
and I cried for about 10 fucking minutes until I realized what the fuck I was crying for, and I stopped.
I had this girl over that I'd been having sex with, and I had just spent the last 2 hours giving her the history of Hoist Gracie and who he was and why.
Oh my god, really?
Pre or post sex?
Oh, this was like
I
in
thought you were
between.
just-
Because
Like you just got the blowjob.
You're like,
Explain everything.
so anyways,
like I'd already humped and
Okay,
then was
come
gonna
here for a
hump
minute.
after the fight was over, so it was like in between. But
Jiu-Jitsu took the MMA world by storm.
yeah, I was giving her the rundown of who Hoist was and why this was a big deal, and I was bragging up Hoist for 2 hours, and then I made her watch it, and Hoist just got. I mean, you guys saw the fight.
Just decimated.
Yeah, it was.
He got
I didn't even-
exposed.
I
basically.
literally this is true.
just like every straight jiu-jitsu
But
guy does.
it's a
these
lot
days.
different than what it used to be. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. The game moved
it just
past
yeah,
him basically.
I don't like the ref. The main ref. What the fuck's it? He was there forever.
Big John?
I don't like how Big John was explaining about how I know Hoist and I saw in his eyes that he was done, and then called it. It's like no, he wasn't. He didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He was holding on for as long as he could, and you called it because you thought you knew his facial expression.
Yeah, I had respect for what Hoist put up with. Like he almost broke his arm at one point.
That was crazy because that's fucking Gracie right
But
there.
I-
He just sits there
Yeah.
completely stone faced.
You could have tore
And has his
Hoist's
arm
arm off. He
hyperextended.
grabbed it with the other arm and started bitch slapping.
Well, did you see when Frank Mir broke Big Nog's arm? He wasn't tapping, dude, and then all of a sudden his arm snapped. He started screaming, but all the way up until then, he wasn't gonna fucking tap.
No,
Those Brazilians are crazy, dude.
no joke though.
They
Like
take that.
I was so-
2 seconds.
I was
Hold
so
on,
upset.
2 seconds.
Are you kidding me? This is what we were laughing about 5 minutes ago. That's what I was laughing about.
That's what she's asked. Oh.
Should we do something?
If anybody can hear that, that's my old lady snoring. All right.
I was so upset by that pay-per-view that I mean, this girl was down for more action and do whatever. And I was so upset that I literally was like, "Well, I'm gonna drive you home." And I literally looked like she thought we were gonna be hanging out for like I'm sure the rest of the night and having fun. I was just so bummed out. I was like, "Well, let's go home." And I literally got her in my truck and drove her to her house and was just bummed out for the rest of the night.
She's like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "I just need some time to myself. I need to go look out a window for 10 minutes."
I was just like, I'm sick all of a sudden. Go for it.
That's the way I felt a couple weekends ago when Anderson Silva got knocked out.
Man, it's just like
I love that.
it sucks watching your hero just be, torn to shreds.
Yeah, dude. It's like if you saw Superman catch a bullet and it didn't bounce off, it just fucking went deep and he just bled to death. Has that ever happened?
Or if someone's
kind of like Superman seen kryptonite and he was like, "Oh, that shit hurts," and then somebody took like a piece of it and stabbed him in the fucking chest.
Right.
It would almost be like Superman seen kryptonite. And he started acting like he was knocked out by the kryptonite, and then somebody hit him right in the face with it, and he went to sleep.
It'd be like, it was almost like if someone gave you a video of Michael Jordan and it being gangbanged by 5 guys.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, just brought down from grace in the worst way.
Yeah, in the worst possible way.
Oh.
Dylan's sitting there picturing it. And just
He is, too.
getting a
He's
little
got
sad.
deep thought. He's like, God.
It was hard to watch, but at least he went and did it, and the game had changed so much, and he gave it a shot, so.
All right, so we got like 4 more
I'm
fights to talk
fucking
about.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
The next one is a big fight. It could be a
Co-main event.
number one contender fight for the 170. If Rory McDonald wins, he says he'll never fight GSP because that's his teammate. But so he might be going to 185. Who knows?
Well, pause right there. That's horseshit.
That's what I say too.
Teammates.
I say that
Teammate
too.
or not?
They're
Because
straight up.
who was it? Lyoto Machida wouldn't fight Anderson,
Anderson.
wasn't it? I don't like that because I always wanted to see them go at it. I
Josh.
think Anderson would have whooped his ass probably,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I wanted to see him go at it.
You're a lead correspondent, but relax, okay?
I gotta have time. I'm sorry.
This is why he's the lead correspondent. He's
No, Josh,
excited.
Josh
boss
is right,
gonna
man.
speak.
Like, the same thing in boxing. The Klitschko's, they're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They've owned the heavyweight belts, and nobody can beat them, and they refuse to fight each other because they're brothers. I think it's horseshit, man. Like, you're the two. If you're the two
If
best,
you think if you want to be the best, you gotta fucking.
brothers can almost get a pass, but outside of that, dude, teammates or no teammates, that's horseshit. Get out of the sport if you're not gonna face, the next guy that's in line.
Well,
If you're not
he's
willing-
basically saying he'll go up to 185 to change weight classes and challenge up there or something.
If you're not willing to
with
take the
instead
Well, that's
division,
forgivable, I
you know?
guess. But if you can't hang out in the same weight class
That's what I mean.
and refuse to fight each other.
Yeah, especially if you don't get in the sport because you're like, I want to be like, I want
I
to be
wanna be-
6 and 5.
No, that's
Like,
being
that's
like
how-
I want to be
That's what-
second best.
Yeah.
That's
To
being like this. That's
George
being
St.
like, my wiener's 5 inches. I'm gonna jerk it off. Oh well, it just lost an inch. I don't feel like touching it today.
That's nothing like it.
Wisely said. It doesn't make any sense to this conversation.
Dylan likes
but
to throw out thinkers, okay?
People at home, you
guessing
listen to
on
that.
their toes.
pause and reflect for a minute.
Hey, don't threaten me with a shitty time.
But yeah, it's like you can't just sit there at the second place and just you guys passed me. I'll just hang out here.
Okay,
I'll fight
so-
my buddy. That's bullshit. I agree
Rory
with you
McDonald,
completely, Kyle.
he's 24 years old. I actually watched a fight today of him, his very first pro fight. He was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
Spanked asses.
That shouldn't even be legal.
First round rear naked choke.
It should.
I didn't
That's
think
child
it
abuse.
was,
Yeah,
but it
that's
was
what
in
I'm saying.
Canada, so I'm not sure what they get away with up
Yeah.
there.
Oh, or you can be child
I'm
abuse.
not sure what the
10 and
labor
younger.
laws are.
You can
So
hump,
they got those fights down. What is
from
it,
what I
like?
heard, you can hump 12-year-olds in
China?
Canada. It's okay.
It's true, man.
12-year-olds?
Oh, dude, they're like 10 and younger up there. 10 and older, it's fair game.
Yeah, that's a
Canadians
little
are
too far.
Canadians are savages, man.
14
Yeah.
maybe. 14 maybe.
They said 95% of their population in the whole state of Canada, not including Alaska, even though it's pretty much Canada, not USA, 95% of them do not even lock their fucking doors.
Right. It's true.
Why is Alaska a state? That's like having a house and then like I put a room
'cause
across
it's-
the street in
I'll tell you right
somebody's
now,
first yard.
being from working in the wood industry, and Cousin Josh will protest to this, it's because we're fucking burning and turning every goddamn log in this fucking nation, and we had to buy that motherfucker at the last minute because
Really,
we
we're running out
wood.
of trees.
Yeah.
Really?
There ain't enough Spanish people to keep plugging the fucking new ones in, so we got
Have
fucking...
you driven 10 minutes out of this town?
We got forests everywhere around here.
You know how much uncharted lands in Alaska there's reserved? So when you guys burn and turn enough for me to fucking toss across belts,
Dude, we
Wow, yeah, we have two single-handed.
dude. The second
fucking
they're like, "Oh, the nation's
tree
out of wood,"
holocaust.
and we think we're out of work, we're gonna get a month off. No, they're gonna go to Alaska and start sawing those motherfuckers down, and we're back to work.
We don't
son.
ever run out of work. My boss always has.
Okay.
jobs
Anyways,
and
we're
jobs
going
and
back to
jobs
we're talking
lined up.
we're talking UFC here.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Dylan starts a fight and then
every
ends it.
fight starts in a fight. Rory McDonald, Jake the Juggernaut Ellenberger, monkeying around.
He's rubbing his foot.
That's what happens.
It's all Dylan.
It's all fun and games till
That's
somebody.
actually cigarettes and his chrome cologne.
Okay, back to
But
the
we're not
UFC.
talking about cologne called chrome.
Yeah, did you set my cologne on fire? Called
Yeah.
Chrome.
Don't burn that bottle.
Is
down.
that
Smell
burning to the
glass.
ground?
Oh shit! Oh, it's less the firewall.
Josh, you're supposed to be his UFC correspondent. And you're knocking down the cologne. And
You're the
shit.
lead one.
And you're burning
So
down my
when they
chrome
start talking about
cologne.
you need to own the motherfucking. You're the lead correspondent.
Okay, well I don't like to.
Seriously, did
edge
you
in
not know
other
that
guys.
cologne is highly flammable, especially chrome cologne?
Okay, I'm sorry, Dan.
That shit will burn through everything but a firewall that Dylan Feely built. And yeah, I use my own goddamn last name. Write it down. I don't give a shit. Okay, hey,
I'm gonna go back.
Anyways,
next fight.
no, we've got to call this first. I can't really bet against Rory McDonald, but I like
Who's he
Ellenberger.
fight? Ellenberger?
Jake Ellenberger.
Actually, I know
Jake's
these two guys.
Jake's knocked out Nate
I'd go Rory
Marquardt
myself.
and
What was the last fight I saw? And I can't think of the
he
name.
knocked out Nate Marquardt in the last fight. And who's Jake Shields? He knocked out Jake Shields also.
Those are two dudes that are not easy to knock out.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
he's-
Ellenberger?
Yeah.
What the fuck has McDonald done recently?
He beat Nate Diaz going up in weight from 155. He beat Che Mills, knocked him out. He beat BJ Pennup, who's
Mills,
an
I don't know.
undersized 170.
BJ Penn's
He beat up
washed.
on smaller kids, or smaller
BJ
guys.
Penn's like that shirt I only wear whenever I'm gonna dig in the
BJ
dirt and go
Penn-
camping and not. He's fucking
Washed
washed
up.
up.
I kind
nothing.
of think I agree with that. He's getting.
Yeah,
old.
he needs to be at 155 if he's
Honestly,
gonna
he needs to
Ellenberger dude, I've never heard of. McDonald, I have heard of. I was gonna pull for him, but after hearing
Ellenberger's
his
a stud.
resume, I'm
McDonald
fucking pulling for the other guy.
McDonald was beating Carlos Condit in that fight until Condit
I'll
TKO'd
let you
him
hand me
in
a drink,
like
hand me an
seconds
empty
left
can,
in the
you
third
asshole.
round.
I was
Condit,
waiting
though.
for you.
Condit's a bad motherfucker.
Okay, so who do you got in Ellenberger versus McDonald?
Ellenberger.
Ellenberger all
That-
the way.
For me, that's
You got to go with a knockout too.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
She
Too, was a
alive?
knockout.
I
I don't
hope
know
so.
what round.
I'm rooting for that too, my
but
friend.
he is fucking scary.
Another good 170 fight. Robbie Lawler coming off of a knockout of
Lawler. I don't even know who wants to fight Lawler.
who's the blonde? Josh Koscheck. He just knocked out Koscheck.
I watched that
I
actually.
said
Just,
Koscheck
like,
just got worked in this last.
Koscheck's fighting Damian Maia, who's on a 4-fight win streak for some reason, and Koscheck's getting ready
Koscheck's
to
the dude from Portland, right?
get fired. No,
Who am I talking about?
Chris
Lieben.
Lee.
Lieben, yeah.
We watched him fight that
Okay.
one night. But yeah,
So who's fighting is Lillard?
Robbie Lawler against
Bobby Volker.
Bobby Volker. Yes,
Lawler.
I have to go
Yeah.
with Lawler myself. Volker is actually the third opponent that Robbie Lawler's had for this fight. They've both
Just
been injured
listen
and
to
pulled
his
out.
last name. It's like, hey, I'm the strong arm
You
of the
should
Lawler.
you should see him. He looks mean as fuck.
Jerry the King
No, I know who the
Lawler.
fuck. I know who
yeah.
Lawler is.
Jerry the King Lawler.
What do you know about Jerry the King Lawler?
By the way, when I was a
child?
kid, I used to have a poster of Troy Aikman that used to
used to
say
love that
"Strong
guy.
Arm of the Law."
Yeah, go
Blair.
Cowboys. Yeah.
Strong Arm of the Lawler.
Okay, so we're both pulling for Ellenberger. I got a feeling maybe Mac. Jesus Christ, McDonald.
We're not editing that in. That is a 38-year-old woman laying behind us.
McDonald.
Okay,
We're not
continue.
sure where she came from.
Ellenberger as
We're
who I'm
sponsored
picking
by Ashley.
over Rory McDonald.
Beep beep.
By the way, again.
Snores.
Yeah, I'm taking Robbie Lawler on that.
Yeah, I
next
gotta
one,
go with
too.
Robbie Lawler. He's knocking this motherfucker out. And for the
Robbie
fourth
Lawler,
and
for sure.
final fight of the main card.
This is a topic all of its own.
Yeah,
right here.
everybody
Oh God, don't disappoint me.
that is has a rainbow sticker on their car knows this fight's going on.
Okay, so Danny's the only one who knows what's going on.
Yeah. What, dude? I support.
Well, let's hear it.
The first two openly gay fighters ever to step foot in a cage across from each other.
Clearly women, right?
Yes, they
Okay, 'cause-
are women.
Okay.
I don't believe there is yet. There is one fighter who was in the Ultimate Fighter last year that did gay porn in college, but that was just a phase that he was going through. He's not really gay, apparently.
You've
Right.
said too much. Let's
Dakota
get back to the
Cochran or
fight.
something. Anyways, Jessica Andrade, who's a Brazilian, and Liz Carmouche, who actually just challenged
Word.
Ronda Rousey for the
Word.
title and got armbarred in the first round like everybody else.
I have not heard of this lady. / man.
Liz Carmouche,
Yes.
she's an ex-Marine, Army Ranger. She got booted because of being a lesbian, actually.
Well, that's obviously against her civil fucking rights.
Well, I don't know.
That's a long conversation. Let's continue to the next person.
Anyways,
We'll talk
Jessica
about
Andrade, she's Brazilian, great jiu-jitsu. It's her first fight in the UFC.
I'm not gonna lie, that makes me kind of angry.
What does?
That's
That she got booted?
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
Well,
He's right. It's horseshit.
I mean, yeah, of course.
but what can you do?
How
you
long
know
did
what?
she serve
They
before they
probably
found the
didn't boot her because she's a lesbian.
Well,
Then
tell
you
me
mean
this,
they booted her
either
because
way.
she's a woman.
Yeah.
How long? They just now started letting women fucking go on the front line of duty and actually hold a gun and start fucking fighting people. Beforehand, they were making dinners and making people's beds.
Yeah.
Excuse the language, Peggy. One more time.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck
Yeah,
you, mom.
we've come too far.
Okay, Peggy, that was way across the line. He'll be
I
getting
didn't
some
mean
out
that.
of it.
Cousin Josh told me to. He's got a gun to my back. Anyways,
We're too far gone now.
now how long did she? Do you know how long she served though before she got?
I
booted?
don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Next, who's she fighting?
Jessica Andrade. Don't know much about her. It's her first fight in the UFC. I think she's on a good win streak. I'm not. She might be unbeaten. I'm not positive.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say Carmouche or Carmouche.
Carmouche. Actually, you know what's funny about Liz Carmouche? She has a bunch of followers, and they're called the Lisbos.
Oh,
I
right
shit
on.
you not. I did not make
That's
that up
awesome.
just now. I
Well,
promise.
fuck yeah, good for her. Word.
Loyal fans.
I'll tell you right now, I don't know either one of them, but I'm going to straight up go for the chick that got booted out of the army or military.
Well,
Liz Carmouche. She actually, I think she had Ronda Rousey's back and was putting a good choke on her.
Kidding.
Ronda Rousey's titty almost fell out and everything.
She had to
I
have.
Can I
remember-
ask a question?
I remember Ronda Rousey talked about her on a because she did. Ronda Rousey was on the Jay Moore podcast, I think, and she was talking about the upcoming fight with her, and she said she was legit.
All
Yeah,
I know
she is.
is that if
She's
they just end
definitely-
up scissoring in the cage, it's not going to be good for women's MMA or lesbians.
No,
Right?
but it'll be great
Scissor
for
me
men's
timbers.
viewerism.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, one thing I
ratings
ask
will
is
go
who
up.
was. Because I'm not too familiar with the women MMA at all whatsoever. Like, I don't know none of them. Don't
It's
know.
new. We don't blame you.
The chick that was this like big time champion for a long time, and like I guess it must have been a short time.
It was for probably
Keep
from
going.
The
Who was
different-
that?
Different.
Gina Carano
Yeah.
I guess
Or
yeah, that
Cyborg.
sounds familiar.
or our Cyborg Santos. Yeah.
I just remember it wasn't
Cyborg
Santos.
beat
It
her
was
up
She is
for
a
the belt.
fucking
It was a little bit
bad
more
bitch.
close.
She
Closer
ended
than-
up getting in
little
trouble
bit-
for steroids.
a little bit more
just
closer
recently.
Americanized.
Gina Carano.
She was
Yeah.
hot, really hot.
Yeah.
Way better.
I
She's
seen
in
it
movies and
commercialized.
shit now.
She's way better looking
Yes.
than
Well, what happened? To her?
Ronda
Like I heard
Rousey
like a
is.
month ago or a couple months ago that she got worked by somebody.
She got beat the shit up
By Cyborg for the
Cyborg
belt.
Santos. That was her
Yeah,
last
and that's
fight.
what I heard.
I told
That
you.
was years ago, though.
I told you I watched
Those
it
were
a
I
few
heard a
weeks
couple months
ago.
No, I saw these advertisements like 2 or 3 months ago about her coming up in a fight. She was undefeated, some chick, like braided, blah blah hair, all that bullshit.
Black
and
Cyborg
somebody
part.
no, she was white, and somebody worked
Black
her
hair.
over. Yeah, and somebody worked her over.
Cyborg worked.
But the
shit
fight
out of
was
her.
like 3 months ago, and she got worked.
I don't know who you're talking about then.
It was
I don't
UFC.
even know of any other
It
women's
was?
They were
fights.
saying it was one of the biggest.
Are you talking about
UFC
Misha
fights.
Tate? Misha
Rob,
Tate
That
and
sounds a lot more familiar.
who was the one that was supposed to be fighting?
They said it was
Ronda
the biggest
Rousey?
women UFC fight of all time and one of the first, like commercialized.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't think.
about.
Yeah, we're.
I think you're talking about the
It's UFC,
Cyborg
man.
fight, but that was a long time ago.
It wasn't a pay per view. It was a televised, regular televised.
They-
Okay, so anyways,
We're gonna
you
switch
got
stoves.
Carmouche.
Yeah.
You got Carmouche. I'm gonna go with Carmouche also. I think she's. They call her Girl Rilla. She's bad.
I like that. That sounds good.
So she grinds out a decision. Maybe gets the tap out.
I was gonna say tap out. That's what I was.
What? Really? Adjustment. Okay, so also yesterday,
He looks fucking
Not-
miserable.
not to change up the mood or anything, but yesterday was the anniversary of a good friend of mine and big influence on actually all of our lives technically. My friend Glen passed away, and
A lot of handed down knowledge.
yes, very much. He was we'll just say ahead of his time, and through me kind of well, the only reason we all worship Sage Francis the way we do is because I listened to the shit out of it in his car on the way to work back in the day. And I wrote a song for him after he passed away, and that's what we're going to be playing for the break. But before then, Dylan reminded me of a funny story from him back in the day, and he used to live downtown, and he lived in this, it was a house that had 4 apartments in it.
You scared me for a second. I thought you were going to make me tell a story I don't remember. By myself. I was like...
You remembered my story.
No, fire off.
Jesus,
yeah.
I was wondering why you're having a heart attack over there.
That.
Okay, so he lived in, you guys know where it's at, behind the hydroponic shop downtown.
By the Greyhound.
Yeah. So, anyways, he lived in this house that had 4 apartments in it. It was a house that, like, you go in the hallway and, you know, it looked like a house on the outside. It was apartments. Anyway, there would always be bums just lying in the hallway, and he'd have to kick them out and shit. And he was taking the garbage out one day.
And he found a duffel bag.
I didn't want you to contribute. Taking the garbage out today, taking the garbage out one day, lifts up the lid. There's a duffel bag dropped right into the dumpster, just kind of set in there, and his inquisitive nature got the best of him, so he opens the dumpster up, and there happened to be a I heard it. Somebody's breaking into a car. Big deal.
Ashley's car does that shit.
Oh. So everybody's dying to hear what was in the fucking duffel bag. It was full of sex toys, dildos, French ticklers,
dominatrix gear everywhere.
Yes, ball gags.
Among spike necklaces and anal penetrator bleeding objects.
Are we talking about your bedroom, or are we talking about the duffel?
Yeah, one.
Amyl nitrate and lubricants.
Sorry, I started turning off and it wasn't my bottom drawer.
Yeah, seriously. Overshare. Blow up dolls and the coup de grace, crack pipes.
Fuck yeah.
He took pictures of it, put it all online. We tried to find them for the CaveCast, but I have no idea where to look.
You cannot do any of those things with any of those objects without a crack pipe. You don't even have to smoke.
It's an equation you have to add all
just
together.
Be there. Whether you're gonna stab somebody with it, smoke off it, hey, you know, show it for fun. You can't do any of that without it.
Anyways,
oh god.
Glen's a big reason why I'm even doing this podcast, because years and years ago we always talked about wanting to do a radio show together, and so that was kind of the seed that became this now. And yeah, after he died, I wrote a song about him. Here it is. We're gonna go to break, but we'll be back with more CMP CaveCast.
And we're sponsored by your local keychain crack pipe. You can buy them at all local convenience stores.
To say it, no one could have made you, but you played it. The last hand in the deck, like we could save this. Afraid to see the basement where the spirits roam. Flesh and bone never could adapt, but man, at least you could have grabbed the phone. Was there nothing I could do? Couldn't move you. With the stuff that I've been through, we could lose you. It's not an accusation, I'm not placing no blame, because I know I couldn't understand the depth of the pain. We spoke about it on many of those pre-dawn drives, the way we lost so much beauty in the prime of its life. We had a plan, I took a different step in my life the day we met. Who would know you'd be a friend and a guy? You made me use my mind, wrote me books, showed me the ropes, listen to what I wrote, told me if it was or wasn't dope. My biggest critic next to me stood back and let me see, readied me and taught me how to recognize my enemies. A certain dread was present, uncomfortably numb, the face that stared back from the mirror told you should run from this life to the next. The flight was in the text, I wouldn't cry in front of your daughter for respect, but now I'm all alone. The truth is, it ripped me to shreds. You find never gets easier to bury a friend, and I don't know if it's the other side or just what's next, but I know a few here carry you in every step. It's time to open up the curtains as the day fades to black. You can't change the past, and there's no turning back. Keep stepping. You can fill the river with the tears, but I'm seeing clear even when the the sunlight disappears and the sky breaks loose. Let me hold your hand as the nighttime descends upon this broken land. Don't let the future that's ahead keep you frozen in fear, because we're seeing clear when the moon appears. You got his eyes, for that I'm thankful. I know that nothing I can say will ever make the pain go. But when I found out that day, I made a promise, and I'll do my best to be a candle in this darkness. Cause you did it for us, you made us all smile. Independent and stubborn kid, you picked up on his style. You helped to melt a little bit of ice up in my veins, and because of you I know that she's gonna be okay. Visions running through my brain, and I can shake them off. When you're old enough to understand, you won't at all, because none of us do, and he's not here to question. I'm trying to figure out my part in this final lesson. First, I know it hurts, purposely I wanna tell you, he looked at you with love and that part never fell through. He swelled with pride for your spark of life, just one little beam of light from his own device. And expect this explanation only raises more questions, but the truth is, I hope you never see from that perspective. I hope to watch you grow up, girl, you're smart and I can see it in school, just like your daddy, challenging all the teachers. And if I can make a difference, I'll do what I can. Just let me know and I'll find a way to fit in the plan. Stand strong, little princess, a long road awaits, but I know you're gonna walk it with some grace. Madeline, open up the curtains as the day fades to black. You can't change the past and there's no turning back. Keep stepping, you can fill the river with the tears, but I'm seeing clear even when the sunlight disappears and the sky breaks loose. Let me hold your hand as the nighttime descends upon this broken land. Don't let the future that's ahead keep you frozen in fear, because we're seeing clear when the moon appears.
Hey kids, this is your CaveCast 8 PSA announcement. Do not drink and drive, and if you're going to drink and drive, make sure it's away from a 400-pound bitch's house and get out of there as fast as you fucking can. Thank you. This has been brought to you by Garden Hands.
That did it.
Brought it around full circle.
And if the Garden Hands don't work, get yourself some of those jar opening gloves.
Same price, twice the quantity.
Are you sure? What was it? You don't want super hose?
X-Hose.
X. Nobody wants X hose.
No.
Are you kidding me? I got so many of them that I don't do with them. And they expand and contract automatically.
That magazine was great that you guys were reading out of.
They also
That was,
real
yeah,
life.
like I said, I wasn't sure about it, but then we
I
started
think it's going
going
down the
through
garbage over there.
It reminds me of shit
I
like
think it's empty.
on Wayne's World, where that guy, they bring on that inventor and he has the suck cut. It's like a vacuum
A
cleaner
flow beat.
that cuts your hair.
He's all, just give me a buzz. Or he's all, don't buzz me, man.
He's like, as you can see, it sucks as it cuts, and Wayne's all, it certainly does suck.
He's all, just cut me, man. Or we say, he's all, just trim me. Don't give me a buzz.
He's like, just a trim, don't buzz me.
Fucking love Garth.
Me too.
I got a shirt for you, by the way. It's a little too big for me. It'll fit you, but colors might not be right.
What are you
but I think
saying?
you can sport it in the right way. I'm saying he's a little bit huskier than I am. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
What do you
to him.
mean by
he's
husky?
not gonna fucking get offended by
Yeah,
it.
what are you talking about?
It's got Garth Algar on the front and him doing this, thumbs up, and it says "party on" underneath.
Fuck yeah, I'll wear that shit.
Dude, I've had it for a while, but it's like one of those ones I would wear only if I was like camping, which I'm surprised I didn't bring.
Really,
camping.
you should wear it like everywhere,
I used to get a cut off sleeve.
like
and wear it to
formal
work.
occasions and shit. Somebody invites you to a wedding,
Wear it to
you
work
show
when
up
people
with
get pissed off and they're clogging up a belt around. Be like,
yeah, party on.
I'll unclog the belt, but hey, fucker.
Okay, so I saw in the news this week in Wellston, Ohio, the First National Bank went to foreclose on somebody's house, and they took all the shit out of their house. They were gone, and it turns out that the lady was on vacation, and they got the house across the street. Basically, they robbed the wrong house, and lady came back from vacation. All her shit's gone. Called and reported it to the police. And in a roundabout way, they found out what happened, and so basically, it's a case closed. It's no longer, for some reason, a breaking and entering and a theft because it was a bank. And when the lady, I think she said there was $180,000 worth of stuff missing or something, the president of the bank basically laughed at her and said, "Oh, there's no way we're paying you retail prices for that." And his
Can I ask a question?
his name is Eric Emmert, by the way.
We're,
Boston, Ohio.
So the house I was getting foreclosed on, the
Yes.
actual house that should have been foreclosed on, was under a loan through this bank, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so the house that they accidentally foreclosed on, were they under a loan under the same bank? And it just was a miscommunication?
I don't know. I know that it was the house across the street. I don't know if maybe they could have got one number wrong, a 1 instead of a 2.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm saying like, if that house that accidentally got foreclosed on wasn't even affiliated with that bank, that's a big fuck up. I mean,
Well,
it's a fuck up either way. But
yeah.
It's a big fuck
I
up.
imagine it's not.
And it's breaking and entering. Either
That's what
way.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
If you
and-
break
But
into
it's so much more major if they're
Yeah.
not affiliated. with
larceny is a grand theft, or
the- Oh fuck, more than that.
that's
Oh my god,
and,
dude.
and
they're gonna throw the book up.
$180,000 worth
Grand
of
larceny,
shit.
yeah.
And
You
then
get a
now they're
lawyer-
telling her the case is closed. The police chief, you know, or whoever it was that was commenting on it to the news, says, case
said
is
and
fucking
done.
closed. Yeah. So
If you
It's-
take everything take everything away from me while I'm on vacation, yeah, I didn't deserve it, and I'm butt fucked. But these people
Basically,
that
yeah.
should be foreclosed on are still living good and fat.
maybe
now.
maybe they still have all their shit. That would be really funny if they did.
They like just moved her shit.
The
to
lady,
their house.
the lady across the street's just looking out her window with
So,
nothing in her
I got
house.
2 new dogs, 2 cats, and 3 good children. It's fucking awesome.
If they let the bank get away with it, it's basically saying that like if you owe me money, then I can just go into your house.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know they got the wrong house and everything, but if you go into someone's home and take things, and it's illegal, it's
Well, yeah,
it's
I mean,
illegal no
you've
matter
seen
how you
the-
slice it.
You've seen, you know, repos and stuff. It's basically, I think, the same deal. It's fucked up the way it's set up.
Robert Shapiro. 2 names. That's all I gotta say.
I have that.
Oh, hell yeah.
1/5 of a team that got OJ out of murder, which he was clearly guilty of. Bring him to the goddamn home front.
Aren't all the rest of them dead now?
Well, Cochran, the chick, and the other
Kardashian.
and Kardashian. Yeah, there's 2/5 the one's gone.
I'm a close talker. What can I
Yeah,
say?
you want to eat the mic? I don't know. Put some salt on it.
Or actually take it home.
That's fucked up though. That's fucked up shit.
Yeah, I mean, what does that say about everything? Like banks, I mean, it's not like I'm saying anything new, but obviously can now, it's wide out in the open. They can get away with whatever they want because obviously they fucked up and they broken.
Okay, Admire,
they
as of right now,
B&E'd somebody.
as of right now, do you know anything about the speculation into this? Is like, is she pursuing legal action?
She,
or,
of course, she is.
Well, that's what I
But-
said. She,
but
she got to,
basically-
but basically, as of before the legal action, they're basically telling her you're fucked.
Yeah.
They're saying you, the bank and the authorities, cops, are saying you were butt
Yeah,
fucked.
the cops say case closed, and the bank says we ain't paying retail price for all your shit.
Screw
that
the
we
OJ team. Get Juan Martinez.
Okay,
He
I'm
put
sorry,
Jody
but I have
Arias in
one
prison.
thing that I have got to bring to everyone's attention.
What do we have here?
Who wears these?
I do.
There's just white pants.
I'm a painter.
There's Sherwin-Williams Dickies.
I am a painter.
Gosh.
You wear white shorts?
It's not like he's neutral between Northania and Sedanio. he's
Yeah,
a
is there a blue rag hanging out of the back pocket, motherfucker? Come on.
No, but there's a Dickies tag.
Yeah. Well, I rep Dickies, okay?
Well, it's embroidered. There's no effing
Isn't that
around.
nice? Yeah.
They're nice, okay.
Sherwin-Williams makes a fine quality
I
product.
No effing around. I censored myself once. That was the whole thing. Like my mom's gonna be able to listen to this. Jesus. Anyway, Mom.
I just had to say something. I'm sorry, Dan.
Mom, I know you're not
I
gonna
thought
listen
there
to
were
this, but fuck
pants at
Christians.
first, though, too, and that was
I've got
a little
pants that
worse.
look the same way.
Okay, well, now.
Josh is just hating on these white.
I am.
Have you never seen any painter painting something ever?
Not in the white pants like those. or
You remind me of
shorts.
that guy that killed himself in the house. Wrong story, wrong time. Anyways, he was an
A
actor.
picture of me in
He
a
worked
photo.
on fucking like Blossom or some shit with Murphy Brown. Murphy Brown's painter. Remember that guy?
No.
Okay, watch the movie. He killed himself in the same house that fucking.
He
the
killed
chick that
himself
was
in real life or the character on Murphy
No,
Brown?
he overdosed. He killed himself in the same house that Brittany Murphy killed
Oh, really?
herself and her boyfriend killed themselves in that same Hollywood home.
What house was that?
Crazy.
I gotta visit that.
But no, he
house.
was a painter. Murphy Brown, remember? The
Yeah.
show Murphy Brown. She always had a different assistant like every episode. She was on FYI news.
Yes.
Well, the
Wait,
guy,
give us
every time
3
she'd
more
go home,
examples.
the whole
3 more.
This hold on. This season went on for like 6 years, and she had a painter in there every day painting her house. Like, when the fuck are you gonna know the job, sir? You're making money. You've been going on too long about this. Well, they became friends and shit. Well, the guy that played the painter in her show had bought a Hollywood home, killed himself in it. A year after he did it, Brittany Murphy had bought the house, and her and her boyfriend
Murphy.
killed themselves.
Interesting.
Weird. Hey, psychological. Yeah, shit'll kill you.
That is weird. That's a weird connection.
Yes. Anyways, get Juan
We'll
Martinez.
keep talking about it. I'm finding this.
Anyways, hey, bank chick, get Juan Martinez.
Who the
She
fuck
put
is
Jody
Juan
Arias.
Martinez?
She put Jody Arias. Everything but the death penalty.
Is he related to Quaid Juarez?
You know what? Jody Arias should have been let off scot-free. She
Quaid Juarez, man.
she was an angel. She took it in
Jody Arias.
Yeah,
She's
she
a three-hole wonder, bro.
Yeah.
anal sex. How can you lock up such a beautiful person? I mean,
Well,
Dude, the guy
there's
that
going to be
died,
some COs that are
the guy that died said
really
that
going to be happy
he
to
felt
get
like,
to work in
That's
the
true.
morning.
He said he felt like a dildo with a heartbeat. That's what he said. Is were his words. It's in the A&E fucking.
Yeah,
Jody
bless
Arias
her
movie.
little
I got
heart.
DVR and I watched it a few times.
that's what the guy claimed that she killed.
By the way, A&E, if you're listening, which I'm pretty sure you never fucking will, next time you do a fucking yes, that is the guy.
Robert Pastorelli.
Next time you do a movie on Jodi Arias, make sure the chick is not hotter than her. Okay,
I wonder if Robert
They
Pastorelli.
always make that mistake.
you know the guy. You see him.
There's the painter from Murphy Brown.
Oh yeah, I know.
Do you think he killed himself
shit.
because he finally
What
came
else
to
did
the
he plan?
conclusion he's never ever gonna look like
He apparently
Stamos
was,
all the way?
Oh, he could have.
He's trying the hair out big time.
Well, here, fuck these guys. I'm gonna go on a side note by myself, a little side section. They want to talk about this Pastorelli guy.
You brought this shit up.
I was over it.
Dylan brings it up, and then he's like, "Let's go do things. Let's go."
By all
Come on.
means, let's hear your side note.
how about we just cut the side note out? Let's go to the UFC zombie fight, and let's not talk about the UFC. Let's just talk about the zombie fight alone, and let Josh have at her.
Why do you keep calling it the zombie fight?
I know.
Because zombie's gonna take it.
No, he's
Really?
not. You are nuts.
I don't want to get on the whole card, and I don't want to talk about the
Jose
whole card. I just want to talk
Aldo.
about the zombie fight and Aldo.
It's
Jose-
actually the Aldo fight.
Jose, yeah, that's what it is. Jose Aldo is by far the best in the division. That's why he's got the belt.
By the way, this is because
Korean
Well
zombie.
said, well said, Josh.
The
The
only-
champion's the best in the division. Jeez,
Yeah,
you
thank
really
you,
went on
thank
a
you.
limb
You
there.
you think Aldo's gonna beat Zombie?
Yeah, I do. That's gonna be a hands down victory. And the only reason Zombie's fighting is because somebody got hurt.
On
So
record
I mean,
right now,
that says it
I'll
right
bet
there. He's not
anybody
the
in this
number one
room
contender. He shouldn't even be in there.
money that Zombie beats Aldo.
Okay, do you guys want to know what's going to happen, or you guys want to keep just...
I'll say
chilling?
Zombie
I know it's
knockout
gonna
third
happen.
round.
Zombies getting the knockout?
Zombie knockout third round.
No,
Nah, you
he
didn't.
is
Zombie
not.
decision.
You know what's
Zombie
going to happen?
decision.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Here's what's
Frankie
gonna happen.
Frankie Edgar couldn't do it.
Here's
There's
what's
no
gonna
way
happen.
Korean Zombie's gonna do
Jose Aldo is going to kick the
But
shit
Frank
out of his
Edgar got beat
legs
by
while
Zombie, did he
Zombie
No.
They haven't fought yet?
acts like his namesake and walks forward like a zombie, and he's just going to eat shots and then get knocked
The only
out.
reason why they call him the zombies is because when he opens his fucking mouth, he fucking around
No,
his teeth.
they call him the zombie
Because
because
of
of
how-
how he stalks forward just and eats punches.
Okay, then you can call Fedor the zombie. You can call fucking Mirko
There's-
fucking
you can't
Grokop.
get
You
too
can call him
man.
fucking the kicking zombie. Fucking, I mean, come on now. That's a stupid fucking name. That's the reason I thought he was called a zombie because of what I've
No,
seen.
he
from
walks forward like a zombie.
Well,
Jose
and he's
Aldo-
Asian. They all look like zombies. There's
Jose
millions
Aldo
of
is
them.
way too well rounded, and he's gonna
And
completely
they own us.
smother him.
They're talking about this disease. There's no disease. They're just
Smother
going to
him.
storm the nation.
Zombies?
He's not gonna know what to do. He's gonna get
Asians.
fucking.
Oh.
Gonna get way too into it way too quick.
There's a disease that can turn you Asian.
There's not enough good-looking Asians out there, but there should be. Hey, good-looking ones, come on over to America.
Yeah, Asian
Well-
chicks
well,
aren't meant to
supple
get it.
titty.
Way to
Is that a UCLA hat or a Boston Red Sox hat?
Boston.
Bastin.
Is it?
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
Fucking Bastin.
She want a
Way to
goddamn
go,
Kansas
I
City
like the
Royals
fucking
hat.
sacks. What do you want me to do?
Not trying to plug my Kansas City Royals. but Hey, go
Patriots.
Royals. We're in playoff.
a Harvard bar looks like.
Go to Harvard and fuck up some smart kids.
Are you kidding me? Well, you're like 10 years past
You're
no
reading
ma.
your books.
You're 10 years past no ma. And you got Dustin Pedroia.
Yeah,
What do you
they
guys
suck.
about him?
They suck right now.
Are you kidding me? They're in the fucking race.
Yeah, I know, but
Boston
they're
go out the whole
not. They're
game.
not like they were when they were the idiots. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, it's time.
Kyle need not apply.
I believe Kyle need
If
to
you
play.
will, just don't back him up.
So this has been brewing for a couple of weeks, I do believe.
Actually,
At
since
least
like 4 or 5 days ago, since
the camping trip, which was
me and Danny have been
Friday.
friends since we were in kindergarten, and this just came to the surface like 4 or 5 days ago.
and
That's my handwriting. I wrote that myself.
yeah.
Because I know you'd side with him, you asshole.
What does it say? Shitty
I don't
bands.
know if I do yet.
No, read
Sir.
what I wrote, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, this is now the Dylan versus Admire / Jack White and all his you have
Shitty.
terrible grammar.
Hey.
Shitty bands.
Jack White and all his shitty bands. Jesus.
Kinds.
Fuck.
Kide.
The fuck am I
Kinds.
doing?
You were
need
just
no
Kide.
comment.
Kinds need not comment.
You added that afterwards.
God, dude.
Racketeers suck.
I don't
It's
even
pretty
think
much
that's their name. I think it's Recanters. But
Can I go ahead and say what I have to say? And then you can
Sure.
you can go
When
back.
do you
It's like a
not?
debate.
you've got the
When do you not?
Yeah, I just want to hear the two sides.
No, Cousin Josh, go ahead. You tell us about Jack White.
No, go ahead.
No,
Okay.
you go ahead.
Kinds, you've
I
got
don't
the
like
floor.
them.
Your time's running out. Jesus.
Okay, I'll go right now. Jack
Dill,
White.
you got the floor.
White Stripes. Shitty. I like one song out of every fucking song they ever made. Other than that, every song sounds the same. They suck. They're
Yeah.
shitty. They're not good. Musically, they're not talented. Lyric-wise, there is no content or fucking depth in those lyrics. Racketeers.
Recanters.
Shitty. Whatever. The Racketeers, Recanters, fucking...
It's a different word.
Whatever indie fucking...
Racketeering is
Whatever indie skinny jeans name you fucking need, go ahead, have at her. Don't care. What was the other band? He was in
Dead
it wasn't
Weather.
the Weatherman. Weatherman's
Dead
a
Weather.
great... Yeah, Dead Weather. Dead Weather. Oh my god. Talk about shit in the bed. That's pretty much like... It's like taking like White Stripes, shitting on it, and then throwing it on top of another band.
Oh god.
Done. Stupid.
So
Not
what
a fan of it.
you're saying is Jack White started all of his bands he started suck.
I'm pretty much saying that it all sounds exactly the same.
Everything.
That you
Jack
never
White
should have
touches
stopped
turns
what
to
you're
shit.
doing in White Stripes. You should have just kept making more
Yeah.
albums and left everybody else out because you shit the bed. You didn't. You shit the bed on losing people. You should have kept the same band and kept making the same music because it's all it is the same fucking music. Horrible.
Honestly, I don't like Jack
you
White.
wasted. You wasted
the
public.
bands he's been in.
Jack White. If you ever listen to this, which I guarantee you, there's a fucking million shot that you never will. You suck. You shit the
We'd
bed.
have faith
You
in
took
the
the wrong
CaveCast.
direction.
I think he'll
Never
listen.
going to be big enough for Jack White to listen to.
I think he listens.
If you do, I'll
He's
tell you
one
right
of the
now.
45.
You
Come
know,
meet me. We'll have a face-to-face talk. You might change my mind, but other than that, fuck you.
and so
your
you
bands
like Jack White?
Yeah. Okay. First of
Danny's
all,
floor. Go ahead.
your very reason for not liking him last week was now the very reason that you like part of his songs. You said, "Oh, he makes the same song all the time," so those are the ones that you always like. The same song that he makes over. You haven't even heard half, like the majority of the other shit that's bluesy. That's not dun 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 dun.
There's no bluesy shit about any of his bands.
You haven't listened to any of it.
Are you kidding me? I've listened to Dead Weather because of her over here.
Dead Weather, I wouldn't call bluesy. I think that's an original sounding
No,
band.
that sounds
though.
like God took a shit and then he ate it and then shit back over his own shit.
That would be awesome. Are you
It is
kidding
God
me?
taking a shit, so it's
What should
gotta
I
be
say?
pretty holy.
Sound
Somebody
like-
that
It's
sucks.
like
That's
Greg
not
Zimmerman
a
took
god.
a shit and then
There you
ate
go.
it and then shit over his own shit.
Do you
go.
not? Do you
That's
mean
better.
Zimmerman,
That's better.
who heroically saved
You mean Zimmer
a
Woman?
a family carload full of people?
Yeah.
Such a
He-
stud.
He went.
By the way, the
he went
song
from
you just
murderer to
impersonated
hero.
right there,
Yeah,
that's
he
the
knows
only
how
good
to
song
kill
that he
because
ever
did
had.
that times.
Just let you know.
I like quite a few White Stripes songs.
Boom.
But the side projects.
They're so original though. Okay, I'll take one of the mainstream popular songs, "Icky Thump." You ever heard a fucking bagpipe used like that and with the guitar and shit?
Fuck, have
That's
you ever heard the
fucking
bagpipe
sick.
used in the goddamn medley from Korn doing fucking nursery rhymes? No,
It's
you
not
haven't,
the
but it
same.
sucked.
1 point for Dylan.
Yeah.
It's so not the same though.
No, I think that he probably used it better than Korn did. You can't really
Way better.
fuck up a
Well,
bagpipe.
obviously, but I'm just saying is my point.
Yeah, just because there's a bagpipe in it doesn't make you a winner.
I'm
But
not,
the
a fan,
way
I'm not a fan of the sound of his voice. I'm not a fan of what he writes about. I'm not a fan of the music. The music is all plain Jane fucking bitter bullshit that I don't
I
fucking
do
care to
agree
hear.
with Dylan on that.
But it's a matter of opinion. There's a lot of music I listen to that people don't like and thinks bitter and whiny and emo, and I want to cut my wrists and shit like that and
Yeah.
fucking whatnot.
You
By the way,
Spill Canvas.
Spill Canvas. Yeah, but can I bring some real quick? Me and my lady today pull into the fucking fast stop fucking gas station, right? We pull in there, we're getting gas. The dude's pumping our gas, his ringtone goes off, and it's Sweating Bullets from Megadeth.
Fuck yeah.
And she's like, what'd you say it was? Go ahead and speak up, go ahead. What'd you think it was? I didn't think so. I thought, I look at her, she says some band, I don't even know what it was. I'm like, no, that's Megadeth, Sweating Bullets. And she's like, no, it's not. The guy walks in there, I'm like, and he's all, here's your change, thank you. And I'm like, oh, was that Megadeth? And he's all, yeah, it was. And I'm like, Just put the shit in the side, fucking start the car up, and fucking go on business.
You're such an asshole.
Touche. That's what you get. Touche.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
You just don't like a lot of the indie sound from a
no,
lot of indie
I
bands.
like a lot of indie sound, I do, but I just don't like his voice. I don't like what he writes about. I don't like the sound of their shit. Every single one of his bands, dude, they all sound like it's just a collage of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a collage. It's well put together. He's a fucking
Here,
brilliant
can
musician.
I use the
He's
right
a
words?
good
It sounds like a
musician.
cacophony of catastrophe.
Yeah.
Cacophony?
I like quite a few White Stripes songs, but I'll be honest, and I haven't given the side projects a listen very much yet. So I
She
wouldn't
loves
know.
Dead Weather. He loved Dead Weather.
I always liked the stuff
She
I
loves-
heard
she's seen
kind
Dead
of,
Weather. She
and then I
loves it.
bought an album and became a way more better fan.
Jack
Like,
White's one of those guys though that I almost like him more than I like his music. Like I watched that This Might Get Loud documentary.
I don't
Seen
wanna
it?
see-
It's Jimmy Page, him and Edge. He's really cool. He's really cool in that, and
Edge.
he was
Are
cool.
you kidding me?
Guitars for you
Whoa! Are you
Oh.
talking shit?
too.
Yeah.
You too?
You two sucks dick.
If we had Brandon in here, he
You
would
two
he
sucks
would throw a
dick.
You
fit.
too? You
Sucks
too? Was
dick.
Because Brandon worships
You
the
two-
Edge.
Who the fuck is Bono, right?
Fuck
One
you
member-
two.
Who is Bono?
Really? You guys all have just
One member
one
of
name?
U2.
You quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Bono.
In one single little fucking nugget of turd that one of those guys shits out is better than fucking any band that Jack
Jesus.
White's ever been in.
Yeah.
You two, Joshua Tree album single-handedly is
Oh,
better than any
God.
album.
I like. Hey,
Okay, so fucking blind pig finds an acorn in the woods
Edge.
every once in a while.
I got a couple I want to
Edge.
put out there that I
Yeah,
can't
because
stand.
everybody lists him as their
If it was
fucking
up to Jimmy Page
influence.
and Edge, there'd be no such thing as Jack White.
I
Fuck, are you
got
kidding me?
a couple
If
I
it was
want to
up
throw
to
out
them-
there.
Bottom of his shoe.
If it was up to them,
AC/DC, I fucking hate them. Guns N' Roses, I hate them.
wow.
you're just trying to incite riots, man.
No, I really
Dude,
do.
wow.
AC/DC,
No,
every
he's
single
Nazi
every
propaganda.
single
Go ahead,
thing.
go ahead and say Led Zeppelin
Is he-
fucking sucks
No,
balls.
Led
and
Zeppelin,
we can all
seen
just
it
gang
live.
rape you right here.
Seen it live, Robert Plant, love them. But AC/DC, every
Okay.
single thing of them sounds
Can-
the same.
Well, yeah.
Josh,
And I
can I
just
stop
cannot
right now?
stand that.
But
I
that's
just
what
can't.
Person to
people
person,
love.
Josh.
I
But
know,
there's
that's
brilliance
what I
in the
hate.
same
Josh,
three,
yeah.
the same
Okay,
three
I'm gonna
notes.
I'm gonna go through every
That's
single
the same
person. I'm
thing.
gonna go through every single person right now. Josh, you two, scale from 1 to 10. What is your scale? 10 being the best. What is your scale from you two?
2. Maybe.
Kinds.
Like overall, or can I pick an album?
Overall.
Just
Overall. It's got to be
no.
overall.
I'm saying no. Here, let's put it this way.
Overall.
Between
Just tell them
let's just
overall.
put musical influence wise.
Musical
Oh,
influence,
0.
I would give them
0.
6 or a 7.
Dan.
Musical influence?
Yeah.
4.
Mine. Hey, can I rechange mine? Mine changed to
If this
0.
is talking Bono's lyrics and shit. Okay.
Yeah, fuck him.
Me, I'm throwing 8.5.
Fuck Bono,
almost 9.
fuck his huge glasses.
Yeah.
Fuck Edge and his fucking
Dude.
skull cap, his stupid fucking skull
Every-
cap, and his neatly trimmed
Can I-
beard.
can I say
they
something?
can both
Can I say something?
suck each other's
Every
dicks.
album after Joshua Tree was a sellout.
Shit. Yeah.
Sellout shit.
Yeah, they were.
Up to Joshua
shit.
Tree, they're one of the best bands in the fucking world.
How many albums were before Joshua Tree?
There was Boy in a War, right? Or,
And they had the fucking not LP but an EP.
Yeah.
Fuck them both.
Which sucked.
Okay, ask me
Did you hear it? That was before you were born.
what I would
motherfucker.
rank Jack White's musical overall.
Jack
We'll
White
put
and
all
all
his bands
bands
together.
as a whole.
You, yeah.
Is fucking half of one, half
Serious?
1.5 maybe.
It's-
No, okay, let me take that back. Let me restate that. I'll be honest. I'll give you an honest, goddamn
Yeah,
professional
that's what
musical
okay.
critic,
That's what we're here for, Dylan.
independent musical critic opinion. I'll give it 3.5.
Okay.
I could give a shit about him and you two, and I changed my last one from you two to a 0, so I'm gonna stay
Okay.
at the 0. I could care less.
I honestly,
Kinds.
there's a lot of Jack White's lyrics I do like,
He,
but he's not. A
and he
great
tells stories sometimes. They're not all just.
Well, I want to.
sometimes they're
Now,
cool
when you
stories.
say musical influence, is this from?
I don't say musical influence. Fuck that. I gave them an overall.
Okay.
writer. I'm saying influence overall. That's what I meant. Is like
Not influence
when you
because
listen
they
to
haven't
them,
been around
what
long
do you
enough
take
to.
out of them? What do you take out of them? What is that? Your
Okay,
shit?
okay.
For me personally,
I think as an overall band, you have to.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay.
answer the question. 'Cause I got one
I think
more.
I'll punch
Jack White, I guess, in his overall.
we'll
It's not Jack White. It's just Jack White and his bands together.
Yes.
right.
He's saying Jack White personally, just by himself.
I'd have
do you
I'd
guys
have to
know?
I'd have to give him a 5 right now.
A 5?
Yeah. Because I'm so either way with him.
Whatever, Eminem.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
Can I restart? Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Because
Can I
musically,
yeah, sorry, I left you out. Bro.
because musically, I don't love him or hate him. Like he does got stuff that I really like, but I don't.
Okay.
He doesn't hit me hard.
I want to tell you guys
I
about
don't
my
really hate
scale.
everything he does, but I'm just being generous because you fucking
10?
your eye fucking me.
10. Tom Waits. Sage.
We don't want to hear your goddamn shit. We don't want to
Zeppelin.
hear your fucking. We don't even hear your 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
That's not overboard. Like if you like him a lot.
I got 2 things we're gonna run through us right now, and yeah, that's right. I don't own this thing. I'm not running the show, but I'm gonna run it real quick, and then you guys
Shit
can
just
talk
got
about it.
hijacked.
By all means.
No. Tell us about your. Where do you rate?
I'm done.
Jack
That's
White?
it. I told
Where do
you
you rate
6.5.
Jack White?
6.5. He said.
Fuck, dude, you're so generous. I'm gonna say right now, I'll end it. Starting with Cousin Josh right now. Top 10 best rock and roll bands, classic rock, or modern. Number 1. What's your number 1?
My number 1 obviously is gonna be the best of all time.
Go ahead, Josh.
You better
start.
make the right
Led
answer.
Zeppelin.
Okay.
I have to agree with Josh.
I think
Kynes?
we're all there.
Seeing it live, by the way.
I'm gonna
No,
agree with
you
that also.
haven't.
Robert Plant. Okay,
Bonham was dead
that's-
before you were born.
Robert Plant.
Bob was dead before he
Closest
was
thing.
born.
Closest thing.
Actually, you could
We all
see
agree on that. There's a quick
Plant.
segment.
Yeah.
You could have seen Plant, John Paul Jones, Jimmy Page, and Jason Bonham. At one
The
point.
thing with me though is like when I can respect a band or an artist without loving any of their songs. Like there's like you take the
Yeah.
Who. You take the Who. I don't like a Who song.
I fucking hate the Who,
See,
the
no.
Rolling Stones.
See, this
Yeah, oh yeah,
this is
Rolling
the
Stones,
difference
that's another
here.
one. I hate Rolling
This is the
Stones,
difference
too.
here.
Yeah.
I don't understand though.
Respect.
Explain to me that though. How do you
I got respect,
like
bro.
a band without liking a
Yeah.
song? I can't.
Actually,
have to
I
have
got
it.
respect.
totally
I'm
doable.
going off how I was
I
raised.
can't.
What I'm saying
gotta
is
like the
that
music.
like I don't like a Who song, but I appreciate that they were good musicians and that-
Absolutely.
And
I'm
you
with it.
understand
I'm with
why
Kynes.
people
Right.
like them a lot.
I'm with Kynes.
I understand,
I'm with
but I've always given them an honest shot because of who they are. And there's not a Who song that I have on an iPod or a CD that I want to
Yeah.
listen to over and over again. But I do see them as innovators and musicians. You know, that's it. Like, and I can do that with a lot of different bands over the history of music, as I can see where they were important and why, and see that they influenced everybody. But they don't have a single song that I love.
I understand that about AC/DC and shit too. I just cannot stand them. That's my opinion.
And but then there's also people that I don't even see any musical value in them whatsoever. So
Yeah.
there are those guys too.
Give us an example.
I completely agree with you, man.
Fucking anything within any sort of pop for the most part within the past 15 years, I would say. Not all pop, but majority.
Yeah. Well, because some things it's not their fault that it becomes.
No, well, a lot of them aren't even songwriters. They're just they're performers and they're performing cookie cutter bullshit. Just.
Kind of like Jack White. And
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, Jack White's an artist.
He's an innovator too.
No,
you
yeah.
never heard
Are
anything
you
like
kidding me?
that
It's
before
all
they
cookie
came
cut-
out.
Are you kidding me? Well, with White Stripes, there's the fucking form for the cookies. Guess what? He started
Dead
cutting
Weather doesn't
cookies
sound
after that.
anything like White
He started
Stripes.
cutting cookies after that.
But he at least made the mold.
Jack White, if you're out there, come find me.
Yeah.
We'll fucking fight. We'll fuck or we'll fight.
I bet
don't
you
care.
can take
We'll do
him. He
either
looks
one.
like a pussy, but
Here, you just take that. Fucking listen up.
all right. Well, on that
No, hold
same
on.
note.
I got one more top 10.
Okay.
I have to get this through all of us real quick.
Oh well, let's run it through the ringer.
I'm gonna go last, of course, because I don't need my opinion out the bat and fucking spark a goddamn riot. But even though what I was gonna say ended up being the favorite of everybody else last time with Zeppelin, is best drummer. Period. All right, give me your best top 2 drummers. Period of all time. Starting with Cousin Josh.
I'm glad you said top 2 because
Top 2 drummers right now.
top 1 is always going to be the same.
Josh,
Yeah.
give me your best top 2 drummers right now.
Agreed.
Nobody's saying anything. It's Cousin Josh. Top 2 drummers of all time. Doesn't matter what music, what generation. Doesn't matter. Best top 2 drummers of all time.
I don't know.
You're gonna be
that I
criticized no matter what the fuck you say.
know the nuances well enough to be really.
You can say Steely
opinionated on the
Dan's
situation.
drummer, and you're gonna get eaten alive by me because I think fucking Steely Dan's a fag.
I always liked him.
'Cause they're
he
named
can
after a
play a lot
dildo?
of different
No, 'cause
shit.
Steely
And
Dan's
he's
not
new
good.
school.
Who?
Newer anyway,
He's gonna
I
say
guess.
Did you
Travis
say?
Barker.
Yeah.
Who?
I knew.
I like Travis Barker.
Good. And who else?
I don't know. I think.
What's your favorite band?
Yeah, but
What do you mean? Yeah,
like
but.
you said, I wasn't even born.
Okay, but
You can still appreciate him.
Yes.
Okay, I guess.
you know really what the answer.
Nice.
Correct
And-
answer is.
I guess I would say
We're not
that's number
coercing
one, then.
Josh like with
No, it's
mild threats of
I guess-
violence if he doesn't.
when it comes to like
He's like
favorites.
wearing
But I do
earmuffs.
like Travis Barker. Travis Barker's awesome.
I'll give
Yeah.
you Travis Barker. He's fucking.
And he's new.
Dude, my second's probably not gonna be expected. I think
Moon?
Bonham's number one
Oh, so
because
Mine was obviously
yeah.
Bonham. Then I just
and
I
I
don't know.
and I like Abe from the Deftones, Cunningham.
Ooh.
You're killing me softly, sir. It's not in a bad way. I mean,
No,
like,
Your
you're
sweet
like,
song.
you totally just made me almost rethink my second.
Because Abe's just, I mean, you wouldn't.
Oh my god, you totally made me rethink my second.
He almost did. Are you gonna go with a Mars Volta
No.
or a?
Because you want
not?
when you think your two favorite.
Mars Volta,
you're-
dude, they've
yeah.
had four
And
different
they're all
drummers in all their
awesome.
albums. So you don't know what drummers playing on the fucking album.
That's true.
Right. Well, when you think about like when someone says your two favorites, you assume that someone's gonna pick two drummers like out of the classic rock, but
Consistent. I
For
think.
me, like my favorite drummer is somebody that stands out in the song,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'll listen to the song just to listen to the drum part, and that doesn't happen for me very often. And those two have always been like Bonham, because Bonham's really creative and awesome. And
He was ahead of his time.
Abe
Madison
Cunningham.
Square Garden DVD or video, whatever you prefer, if you got it.
Yeah.
You watch it and they do that. Fucking, he was 20 years old when that was filmed.
Yeah.
He was the
amazing.
Moby Dick solo. How many years ahead of that time was he above everybody else? Everybody says Neil Peart was such a great drummer from Rush. Dude, John Bonham was blowing his fucking asshole out of the
Neil
water
Peart
waiting
is
for that.
he's pretty damn goddamn good, but yeah.
My top
Bonham-
five, but
Bonham, of course.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Abe's just super neat. He's really neat. He's got a really neat style. He's always gonna
And
throw
he
these
is
little.
one that stands out too.
Yeah,
Passenger alone shows it.
oh, he's great, dude.
His skips between when you think he's gonna double snare, he triple snares, or he doesn't snare at all.
Yeah.
Like when you think the regular beat's gonna be there.
Well,
it
just
doesn't
see
happen.
it. Just see
He
it
just
around the
throws
fur
these
intro.
neat little things
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff he does on the hi hat. And
Or it's not, what song is that? It's not around the fur, is it?
That's
the-
around. That's actually the title. Actually, the
Okay.
song around the first.
and
It is.
knife party. Whenever that part comes
One
in,
of my favorite Deftones songs of that album. That's
You
like
know
my
the-
favorite song of that album.
when they
Other
bring
than
that
Thousand.
chick in and she does her weird screaming shit.
Dude,
Uh-huh.
I thought
And
that
he-
was, I always
and the
thought that was
drum part.
Chino. Chino
No.
did that at the concert.
Well, he does it live, but they had
And
a
he
weird.
does it good,
He had a
too.
weird girl come in and do it on the record.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Chino doing it live at the thing. And he's doing that. It sounded like a chicken getting choked.
Yeah. No, it's like a pig getting butchered.
Well,
is what I get.
it starts off
like
with her,
slowly,
and I think
like from the ankle.
yeah, it starts off with her, and I think they end up doing and duoing and shit.
Like
But
chrome.
yeah, dude, the drums in that song, especially on the breakdown and stuff, and when it kicks back up, it's insane.
Okay, Dan, you're drummers.
Kynes just flipped me, dude. I was, of course, gonna go with Bonham, but I'll throw one out there. I'm not gonna say it's top two because I almost want to go with Abe too. Not to be.
There's so many
tag
great
around,
drummers out there, man.
Like I said, he threw a wrench in my spokes with the Abe thing. That was literally not even my mind, but he
Because
said
you don't
that
think
in
of him.
Okay,
Like, you don't think of him.
here's one that kind of along the same vein. He stood out in the songs, which was in a band that was kind of hard to
He's
stand
gonna go out
out.
of the box because this is the way these indie fuckers work.
Where am I gonna go?
You're gonna go out of the box because this is the way you fuckers work.
Well, I didn't.
No, it's
I
gonna
didn't pull out
surprise
some
you.
obscure name.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it's gonna
I'm-
surprise me.
It is gonna surprise you,
Yeah, I know.
but
Good.
it's also not.
Feed it.
Vinnie Paul.
That's good.
Woo! Holy shit! Now this motherfucker's got me thinking a whole goddamn thing. I'm like gonna reconstruct my whole top five.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna start another rocket.
No.
Just now.
Dude,
Vinny's
watch
Vinnie
the,
Paul, dude.
the fucking video. That motherfucker's double bass is unreal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was one of the first.
Anybody that
to really
plays
start
triple
that.
bass, that fucking can play quad. He can make it fucking sound like
with
this.
the 30 seconds.
Dude, he barely even moves his knees. And that fucking fucking it's unfucking believable.
Yeah, Vinny's insane. I wouldn't argue with it. I could
I'll have to go home
I
and watch
could-
the goddamn behind the music.
I could
here
switch
now.
out
Thank you
Abe
guys.
with Vinny and not cry about it. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Like,
think we could go top three, and
I think Vinny and Abe could have a child, and I would be like, "Hey, I'll be the surrogate father."
Like they're so good that they're so good that I go on YouTube and like to just watch.
Oh my god, you fucker! You
guys do like drum covers. And
I
stuff.
hate you guys. No, I hate you guys.
Why?
Because you guys, I had my top 2 drummers. You guys completely fucked it all up. I can't even fucking.
What was your other?
My top 2?
Yeah, your
Here's
second
my
one.
top 2. God, well, I don't even know anymore.
What was it gonna
Next,
be?
Danny, go on to the next news.
No, you gotta throw another wrench in the spokes, dude. Like we
But
gotta.
John Bonham.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. Big wrench.
Yeah, one, dude. But my second. Fuck.
Big alcoholic wrench. Okay. Next.
That's the thing with drummers though, is if we did this for 15 minutes, we could come up with more names that we were like, oh, dude, yeah, why didn't I think of that
Because we've
one?
all got basically a different number 2 so
My
far.
lord. Well, everybody pretty much named my top 5, but my top 2, like, when
There's
you brought them
obviously
up,
one we
made me
haven't
think
heard
of that. I maybe should switch some shit, because. Fuck, man.
Are you gonna say Keith Moon?
Fuck,
I hope
man.
not. Okay.
Fuck Keith Moon. He was on one record. And the Who sucked anyways.
Yeah, but nobody could destroy a drum set like him.
And nobody else could fucking accidentally set pyrotechnics in it, which wasn't him destroying it. And number 2, he did enough pills and motherfucker passed out, so fuck him.
Okay.
I honestly, I was gonna say John Bonham and Travis Barker, man.
On top.
See,
Thank you.
Josh
Well, you
was-
let me
Josh
think you
was
were
with
gonna
you.
bring something
Yeah,
new.
I did it the whole time. I was gonna say it before even Josh even said anything.
He's not. He's good, dude. He's a big deal. Like
He is.
even if you don't, I
And he
respect.
does
I
a
respect
lot
the
of
guy as a
different
drummer.
stuff. He
Can I
does
give my explanation?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I
not.
love.
It's not that. He made a lot of good music with Blink-182. He made a lot of good music with Boxcar Racer.
Okay, there's a song that Boxcar did.
He's
there.
branched out and
Dude,
done like rap songs and shit.
To the
though,
end with
too,
you,
and
where he
it
does that
sounds good.
drum solo where he's
Okay.
doing 8/16s.
On the cymbals? Yeah.
It's a fucking unreal. Like I've never heard on music anybody play them that
Yeah.
fucking quick.
I seen a video of.
But
Mars
that
Volta
doesn't change my
drummers.
mind. Doesn't change my mind. Well, Mars Volta drummers. I'm glad you made plural. Anyways, but with Travis Barker, my thing is just that dude literally. You had Bonham who could play a lot of shit, but he played his own shit. He didn't live long enough to fucking replicate anything, but for his own shit, he was ahead of his time. Neil Peart, great dude. Dude was good. He had an hour-long drum solo on one of their fucking songs. One of their songs is an hour and 20 minutes long. Good, great, cool. Metallica did that shit for years. They sold out and they were fags. Anyways.
Wait, you don't ever mention Lars in the same sense as Neil
Lars
Peart ever
is not
again.
even in my top 30 drummers ever.
I think
He
Lars
shouldn't
is a
be in
good
your
drummer,
top
though.
100. He's worthless.
I
Lars is one of the most worthless drummers of all time.
You should
be my buddy Brody. He does this shit. When he acts like he's Lars, he gets up like this and he acts like he's a drum set. He's all. He does this shit. It's like that is Lars. He does it to the T, but he actually plays the drums better.
It's
than I
You
do.
did the Lars face
He's off.
too.
It's hard to think about Lars without thinking about the past 4 albums that they've done. But
They all sucked.
or him.
Dude, when I think of Lars, I think of Master of Puppets and Justice for All, and he was amazing
Murdered.
on those.
Murdered.
Yeah.
One of the best drummers. One of the best heavy metal drummers ever. But
I won't be able to write
Heavy-
him off for
until
that.
he found
Heavy
out.
metal-wise?
Until he found out his fucking calling
take
card.
Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer. Fuck him.
Dude.
Take them all. I don't give a shit. Vinnie Paul is the best heavy metal drummer. Period.
Yeah, I'll put
Period.
me at the
So
top.
I think we can agree that our top
You didn't
5.
even let me finish my story, motherfucker.
You got a story still?
I was finishing my shit up about Travis Barker.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I'm just saying, he had great music, great tunes with Blink-182, had great music with Boxcar Racer, with the Transplants,
Wait for it.
which he did with the lead singer of fucking Novex. Thing
Comes
is,
the kicker.
no, this dude literally can do anything, everything you ask him to, he can do it.
Plus he has neck
There's a lot of-
tattoos.
There's a lot of drummers that are segregated in what they do. This guy,
he's done
no matter
rap
what you
music,
ask him
all
to
kinds
do,
of
no matter
shit.
what band you want to do, he doesn't give a shit. He'll play in that band and he'll play that music. If you tell him to play slow jazz, he'll play slow jazz better than anybody. You tell him to play metal, he'll play metal better than anybody. You tell him to play fucking soft
Rap.
rock, he'll play better. You tell him to play fucking punk,
Why
he'll
are
play
you
better.
yelling
than anybody.
at me? I
I'm not.
understand.
I'm just saying.
It's not like I said he was a fucking bum.
Travis Barker, honestly, can probably play Bonham's drums better. Play Bonham's fucking drum kits with Led
Just
Zeppelin
stop,
better
will
than
you?
fucking
I
Bonham.
would say
Can you
you
stop
better just
right
hold
there?
I hate
up.
to say it.
Whoa.
Better just hold up.
Well, I'd like to see him. If
First of all, that puts him a step lower, anyways, is because he's playing bottom shit.
well, the argument.
And technology's so much newer. And
I
shit,
had this
stuff's
argument
obviously
with
gonna
somebody once before, and it was about how this guy he played Moby Dick, and he played it even better than Bonham.
be- No.
And I said, well, you know, you saw one performance of Bonham, and if you sat down and asked Bonham to nail Moby Dick, he probably could have outdone that guy. He was just playing live, and he'd done a whole concert.
Well, if he knew he was gonna have to.
He had one shot.
I have one thing to say on
But
that.
also,
song.
what puts Bonham above the guy is that Bonham made Moby Dick. He didn't just learn how to play it. He created
Exactly. That's
it.
what I'm trying to
Josh,
say.
what do you have to say?
You got people.
Nobody can remake the original better than the original. Nobody can.
I'll throw one song out there.
Nobody can ever do that.
One
It's
song.
you're for the most part.
You're right
The
because
original.
you made it. It came from
Exactly.
their head. But I'll throw one out there that could be up for debate. Little Wing.
Yeah.
No,
SRV.
no, disagree.
Okay. Which I can't blame you because
Who all did Little Wing besides
it doesn't matter.
Jimmy?
Stevie Ray Vaughan is.
I don't think that
really
matters.
Jimmy did it, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I think even Sting or somebody like that did it.
I mean, I hear remakes nowadays that I kind of like better than the originals.
Name
but,
one person that's
I mean,
remade Moby Dick. I got time. Didn't think so. Why? Not that it can't be done, but nobody wants to step into that challenge.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine that's in a band,
There's it's
actually
more
cover band
not
in town,
talent.
a great guitarist. He even said, "I'm like, why don't you guys ever play any like hardcore Zeppelin or any fucking like Thin Lizzy or some shit like that?" And he's like, honestly, he's like, I can play it. He's like, but the band members I'm with,
out
he's
of
like, they don't want to step
respect.
up. He's all, they don't want to step up to the challenge
Right.
and actually try and challenge that song because it's too fucking much for them. They just want to play
I
the
think,
regular
dude, I think
fucking
you just do it out of respect.
Sweet Home Alabama. Fucking, I love Leonard Skinner, but fuck him, dude.
Yeah, fuck them.
God,
I'm with
Jesus.
you. They get respect and stuff.
I'm sick of fucking AC/DC. I'm sick of fucking Leonard Skinner. Fuck them their ass, man.
Right.
I'm sick of both of them.
I don't like
Done
the
with
fact that they.
You wish AC/DC was on that plane?
Fuck. I wish everybody but the lead singer, Brian Johnson. I'm talking Bon Scott was already passed away. But Brian Johnson, I wish he was
I
off the
thought you were
plane.
talking about Van Zandt.
Fuck no, he could have filled in after Sammy Hagar kicked out of Van Halen, and I'm a Van Hagar fan.
I know. Yeah.
Fuck fucking Van Roth.
Dude, it's all
I like
matter of
David Lee
taste, man.
Roth. David Lee Roth.
I like Van Halen. Not
Get out of the
Van
band.
Hagar.
Eddie, if you're listening, keep Roth out of the band. He fucking blows. He causes you nothing but problems. Get rid of him.
Eddie, if you're not too drunk.
That's weird. That's rare because most people. won't-
Eddie, if you're drunk, you'll understand what I'm saying because I'm drunk.
Most
Fuck him.
most people hate Hagar. That's the
Yeah,
weird.
that's
thing.
I know.
My old lady, diehard Roth fan. Diehard.
Most people.
She's me and her been in a
can't
battle
stand
since
his
we've been
fucking
together about Roth.
Squeaky
She loves
scream.
Roth. I'm a Hagar fan.
Ooh, I'm a teacher.
I don't give a shit. I want to hear some. It's all about love. You know, I want to hear some goddamn right here, right now. Like, that's what I want to hear. Goddamn, I want to hear some pull the condom off and pull it on. I don't know. Fucking, let's get it.
At least you're brave enough. Hey, at least you're brave enough to stand loud
Here's
and
a-
pick Hagar.
Yeah, I can't drive 55 either. I don't give a shit what I hear. God damn it. I'm down to put a 3-lock box. Shit. I love the Roth. Did I just say that? God damn it. Hey, scorn me now.
Jesus.
Nothing worse than a scorned woman, and she's scorned because I was talking shit about Roth. Love Hagar.
Hagar seems like a cooler guy. I'll give you that much.
He had a better solo career, and he had a better fucking Van Halen career than Roth ever had, period.
Roth does know karate though.
It's
You
true.
gotta hand him that.
You got a mean jump kick.
Hey, but hey, Hagar can ride ATVs and fucking own a goddamn bar and live in fucking,
A bar. Shit.
yeah, multiple.
You got.
He has a, this is a little off subject, I guess, but one
Good,
of the
so we
best
got-
singers of all time is Freddie Mercury. Guy is
Ooh,
amazing. That
yeah.
guy is amazing.
I'll give you
I
that.
just-
Josh
I
really,
had
Josh
to.
really
I had
like
to.
brought the sword down right in my crotch,
I just watched.
and not in a gay way. See, we were speaking of Freddie Mercury.
That guy is
But
amazing.
no,
Oh shit. Go
Hello?
ahead.
Hey,
we have a kind.
we're just chilling, still
We
doing
have
the
a
podcast.
phone call.
We have a kind call.
Oh my God, no teeth.
Okay.
You don't hear that.
That's up to you. Mhm. No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's no big deal. You just put
Okay.
the brakes on the entire
I'll call you
show.
when I'm done. All right.
You get here and take care of your little devil child.
Okay.
Your little demon
Love you.
spawn.
you put inside me.
He's listening to loud Italian movies.
He loves The Sopranos. Like,
What were we talking about? I had a good
Freddie fucking Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
One of the best of all time.
I hate to say it. Hey, you
I
know,
just had to say that.
queer or not, I'm not against queers. I'm not against gay guys at all whatsoever. But Freddie Mercury, man, wrote some lyrics. Check it out.
and he was a great singer.
If,
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I
tell you,
mean.
put it
He
this
can
way.
sing like no
Wrote,
other.
produced, and performed
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Freddie Mercury
himself.
wrote, produced, right? Talent. Can sing like a motherfucker. Can rap like a motherfucker. Jack White, shit the bed.
You
Freddie
put
Mercury's
one more thing
putting
to add
Jack
to
White
that,
up against
they
Freddie Mercury isn't
ruined,
fair.
They
Freddie
ruined that
Jack
band.
White's more queer
And
than
do you
Freddie
know who
Mercury
the
is.
new lead singer is now? Adam Lambert.
Who's that?
Yeah. The guy won
The-
the gay
no.
dude that won
The gay
fucking
dude that won American Idol. The
No.
queer that kissed the guys
Which
on
the
stage
gay
and
part
started
doesn't
the
mean
big
anything. It's
controversy.
just that the dude
way
really
he
can't
is-
sing. He can't sing the same way.
You're kidding me.
I don't think he should. He don't fit the band.
I want
That
to
is
hear. I want
blasphemy.
to break free, but I want to break Glee. I don't hear that.
How long have you been waiting for that?
I literally, dude. That
He's
was
just
on
been
top of
thinking
my
for
mind, bro.
3 weeks now.
Damn,
Man, I hope
swear on
somebody
my
brings up
grandpa's life, but I just can't
Adam
come on.
Lambert and Freddie Mercury.
I swear
Me
on
and
my
Dylan
grandpa's
had
life,
that plan the
just-
whole time.
It's
I
hard.
swear.
It's hard for someone to step in and like replace a legend like that, though. But
Like Alice in Chains.
yeah,
For
That
me,
Oh
black,
my God.
That black
it's
dude they
just the
got.
way-
He
the
can
way
actually
he
sound
is.
like
I don't
Lane
care.
Staley,
Change
but
the
it
fucking
works not the
band
same.
name.
yeah, it
Change
works
the band
sometimes
name.
though.
That's
We
why
got
Zeppelin
soft.
tried it. Zeppelin tried it. They just
He
lost.
sounds the same as Lane Staley, but music-wise, they got soft.
One of them that worked out was the Doors are touring with the Colts, or
No way.
the Colts singer Ian Astbury.
That dude's older than dirt. How's he fucking still walking?
From the Colt,
Yeah.
he sounds just like Jim Morrison. If you played a clip, and I didn't show you the video, it's crazy how close they sound to the Doors when they're live. Obviously, he's not Jim Morrison, and people are gonna hate it, but it was one of the best substitutions I've seen in a long time.
I
I was
just
saying when they did that concert with Eddie Vedder. You ever see that? There's a VH1 Behind the Music, or no, Storytellers. VH1 Storytellers with the Doors.
really.
Eddie Vedder did the lead singing for the Doors.
Did they
why
do
did they-
all Doors songs? or
why did they do away with that
Dude,
show?
this was back in like 98 or 99. Eddie Vedder did the lead singing for it, and Eddie Vedder blew. He sucked.
Yeah.
He shit the bed, dude. My mom's the one that showed me on YouTube like fucking 2 years ago. And I was
Chin
like,
singer.
really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I hate that. If you want to sing from your nose and your chin, just don't sing. Okay. Hey, if you want
Wasn't
to,
it your? Didn't you coin that?
if you
phrase?
want,
I don't know if I did,
Kinds-
but I've used it
If
forever.
you want to sing from your chin and your nose, join the White Stripes.
Oh my God, dude.
They're not chin singers.
If you have
Not
any,
at
if
all.
you have any
He's
shitty
not
kind of
gonna
musical
get that
perception
right.
at all,
You know
join
that.
the
I'm
band.
gonna kick you in the
I'm
face.
guilty of liking a couple of chin singers though.
Oh yeah. Well, you. Okay, honestly, I'll be on. Lane Staley, borderline chin singer.
Lane Staley was borderline, and I liked
Lane Staley, Alice in Chains, hands down, was the best Seattle band. Chin music wise, came out of that fucking.
I
state.
also was a Stone Temple Pilots fan. So
Yes.
Owen Staley is
Alice in
worth the
Chains,
shit.
Stone Temple
His
Pilots, Pearl Jam's at the end of it. I hate Pearl Jam or anybody. Nirvana,
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Jane's Addiction.
Nirvana wasn't
Jam's a
chin.
good
though.
band. They were
Nirvana
close.
wasn't chin. They were Seattle, but he wasn't chin. He wasn't
Are
like.
you kidding me?
You were close.
Hey, Wayne.
Really, that's your best
I love
Cobain
how
impersonation?
Wayne's all. He's like, hey, Kurt. He's all, if you got a problem, he's all, come down here to the studio. He's like, well, he's all, what's that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, they were chin band. Are you kidding me? They were the end of the grunge.
I
They
think
were the end of the grunge.
when I think of
fucking
chin, I
Pearl
think
Jam
of
and Alice in Chains were the beginning of it. Queensryche and a bunch of bands like that had a beginning of it, but there
Yeah.
was a lot of unsaid bands like Queensryche and Jane's Addiction. They didn't get heard a lot, and the big bands that got hit first were fucking Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains.
yeah.
They were the big bands that came out there, and Nirvana kind of felt their flow, and then Queensryche and all the bands that were out longer than them ended up riding the coattails of all of them.
Right. Yeah, I guess I never considered Kurt.
You know who got
chin.
lost in the
But they
shuffle?
are, dude. He
know
listen to it. He really is. He's a chin singer, bro.
He probably is. It's just hard to picture.
Have you
put
ever
him in
heard
that category.
Can I tell you
band
one thing that's on my
called
bucket list? Is I
Failure?
want to go where he blew his head off, and I want to jerk my shit and bust a nut.
In the room?
Yeah, I want to go right where he.
Is it
fucking
like
blew
out
his
of
head off.
disrespect?
No, it's straight out of a, hey, I want to do something that you couldn't do before you blew your head off.
How do you
I
know
wanna
he
do it for
didn't?
him.
That's
Right?
How do you know they didn't find Cobain semen somewhere?
It wasn't the police.
Do you guys know what he was listening to when he blew his head off?
No.
R.E.M.
What?
He was listening to REM.
What song?
It's the.
He was listening to the what? I don't know about the song.
I read the
album,
book.
The album was in it.
Didn't you give me the diary?
I gave Tara the diary, and I think she probably gave it
Yeah,
to
she
you.
gave it to me, and I read it, but it had
I never read it.
Had a like half-ass fucking suicide note in the back. It didn't tell the whole thing.
Yeah.
Courtney Love read it.
Never read it.
Do you guys remember what color his
You never
eyes
read
were?
it and you own it?
No.
You've never read it and you own it?
Hey,
No, I never read it. I bought it for Tara. It was a gift for her.
do you remember what color his eyes were?
Hazel.
No, blue. One blue
I was
this way,
gonna
the
say
other blue that way.
Hazel.
Fucked up. He was supposed to go down, I guess. I hate REM, first of all. They're one of those bands that I despise with all...
Michael
Stipe can eat his own shit and fucking die.
They get a lot of respect. They're one of those
Sounds
bands that they're one of those
Put that
bands,
on record. Michael Stipe can eat his own shit and die.
They're one of those bands that I can't even muster up respect for them. I just hate them so much.
They don't have a single good song.
But
They're
he
not
was
being
supposed to
respected.
go record with Michael Stipe and make a different kind of album when he blew his brains out. And that's what he's listening to.
Can I ask a question? Does anybody know who their guitarist is?
No.
Who?
All right.
Does anybody know who their drummer is?
No.
Does anybody know who their bassist is?
Does anybody care?
It's because nobody gives a fuck about REM.
They suck.
Okay, next question.
Motherfuckers. I got you.
Dude,
He was when he killed himself. He was supposed to make a record with Michael Stipe.
He was talking to him about it, and that's all he was listening to at the time was
He probably just sat down and he was like, "Fuck, where's my career brought me? I'm gonna do an album with Michael Stipe."
Like, it's probably my old lady keeps pumping these drugs in me, and I don't even know what to think anymore. Or either
Yeah,
that
that's
she was
right.
standing over him-
Cobain was like, no,
Courtney Love was probably standing over him all.
Yeah, she was like, she wasn't gonna let it happen.
You can tell by the writings and documents, Courtney Love blew his fucking head off. I'm sorry, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Courtney Love
She
blew his
either
fucking
had
head
something
off.
to do with it or she pushed him to it. But one of the two. She was nuts, man.
Dude, the next day, she's all sitting out Indian style in front of the house with fucking fans and shit all, "Oh, we love him. We hope you guys donate money and
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
put it." Are you kidding me? That bitch blew his fucking head off.
Have
I
you
don't
seen
give a
her
fuck what
lately?
it says.
I was intrigued.
Oh,
Courtney
plastic-
Love, if you ever
plastic
listen to
surgery,
this,
yep.
my name's
Jeez,
Dylan
you're really
fucking
picking
Feely.
some fights tonight, aren't
I
you?
fucking hate you, and I hope you fucking burn in blackest hell.
This is Dylan's platform
this is
to
why-
just list off
This is
people
why
he
you need to
hates.
get.
Dude, this is my opening to fucking.
Do you want to go off on Yoko right now, or
No.
You,
Because I don't like
let's save
John Lennon.
Yoko Ono?
I didn't like John Lennon's solo shit. I didn't like his Beatles shit. I hate the
gonna have to-
Beatles.
we're gonna have to
I
end
don't like
this
John Lennon's solo shit. The only fucking good
gonna-
Beatle ever
this is
made
it.
good solo shit was Paul McCartney. Other than that, fuck the Beatles.
I disagree with that.
Oh my god.
I like them both almost equally.
Yoko, thank you.
Jesus.
So you're a Yoko fan?
No, but thank you.
Because we could show you
People
a video.
blame her for fucking his death, but hey, thank you. I don't blame you for it, but thank you if that's what you want to do.
I liked them both, man. I guess I don't know. I like Paul and John. I like both their stuff.
John Lennon's fucking solo shit was so pussy and faggot shit.
It was soft, but
What?
it was good. Like
You
Paul
haven't heard
McCartney's
half
solo
of it.
shit, money. Beatles together.
You're-
Hey, you know what? You
you're
guys
loving
might,
on the wings.
You guys might as well got together and started putting your dongs in each other's buttholes.
Take me down to the street.
Jesus. Fuck, man. I'm not pro Ono, but I am.
Yeah, you're doing this pro bono.
I'm saying pro bono. Yeah, I'm working in a sweatshop, but pro Ono fucking whatever the fuck your last name is. Yeah.
I put Wilson up there with all three of them. So
Brian.
yeah. I know.
Oh my god.
I
I understand we could do this really
I
hard.
love the Beach Boys. The late shit. I think he was a genius.
Hey Brian, thanks for fucking thanks for giving Charles Manson a fucking musical outlet. That's all I gotta say. I'm with Kynes. I'm with Kynes.
You're gonna make him go back into his depression all over again.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen Charles Manson? Brian Wilson?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude's lost it years ago.
I know, dude. He went. They said he slept in bed for a year straight.
You act like he's gonna listen to our shit.
He might.
Are you kidding me? It's like some shit he's gonna play after his funeral like 10 years after he's dead.
The news will play clips from this, like,
And it appears what caused the death was
Hey, lead singer of Cars. Who here knows his name?
Chris Basic or
You're fucking kidding me.
Fuck.
Last name's very close.
It's like Osick or you know I'm close.
It is. It's
Either way, my name's Dylan, and you're a god. You've kept your model life. You've kept a great band. You've made very decent music. Your drummer sucks, but your keyboardist is awesome. Keep it alive, sir.
It's like Chris. It's like Osick or
It's Osick.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Osick or
It's good.
Spacek. It's one
No,
of
it has
my
a-
mom
it's
said to me
a-
the other day. I'm gonna have my mom in on one of these. Seriously, I gotta bring my mom in on one of these goddamn
Did she
talks.
put you up to that? She's like, give the cars a shout out. What?
My mom's like our classic rock fucking enthusiast. We're just like, hey, Peg.
The cars were good, man. They were
Yeah,
good for
fuck
what
yeah.
they did.
Yeah, any band with the in front of it, like the Cars, the Doors, the White Stripes,
What are we gonna do singing?
the
It's
Recanters,
midnight. I have to be up at
the Dead
7.
Weather.
I have
They're
to
all
be
great
there at
bands.
7.
All right, well, we gotta fucking end this sometime. We could sit here and argue about.
Yeah,
music
let's end it
all
right
night,
now. We'll end it like my dick, 3 minutes short.
We'd like to invite everybody to the 10th annual Virgin Blood Harvest / chili cook-off.
That'll be next Wednesday in a forest
Up
of-
Canton Creek, it's your last it's your first right before Scared Man Campground. There's a sign that says no campfires. Just go ahead and pull on down there. If you have a 4-wheel drive, don't bother. Pull on down and start chili cooking off, and we'll show up fucking on the last night of your camp trip, eat your chili, and leave. Thank you. PSA, kids.